photos, but if you look at his comment,
Yeah, we're live.
he does.
All right,
Random,
I see you now.
random. Now, what have I got to do? Open up Mr. Sensible.
That could get messy.
Okay. I've got to find Mr. Sensible.
Microwave under mine.
How long ago did he drop it?
It was last night or this morning.
Where will I go? I'm going through notifications first. I thought I might find it quicker that way. No, I'll go the Discord way. That'll probably be easier. Shill. Sensible. Sensible, where are you? Blue.
It's rather worrying. Zoom has positioned all the men around Pep.
Tune.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa!
Becky Blinder. Bob the
Hips
Science
in the
Guy.
middle of
Bob the
7
Science.
guys.
Alan. Wally.
Wow.
It's a good thing Pep's not a vegetarian.
You talking about you talking about Mr. Sensible live quiz night? Because that's the
No.
last. That's the last one I've got.
No,
Hang on, Terry.
Might
I'll
not
post
have,
the link.
It might not have popped up.
Terry,
Right.
I'll post
It's-
the link.
the title
Lucky.
is "Idiot Films Himself Committing a Crime."
Terry, I'm going to
Yeah.
post the link in Fair Suck for you.
Okay.
I'm going as quickly as my mouse can go over this second screen.
Yeah, because I got Bob the Science Guys, I got Radical, Antos.
Oh my God, he's stacked it again. Wi-Fi is 2 watts to 60 watts, depending on what it's doing, and an average of 6 watts. No, it's not. Idiot.
Geez, can I have a 60-watt Wi-Fi unit? I'd be able
Yes,
to
me
go,
please.
I'd be able to go halfway to the next suburb and still get me Wi-Fi signal.
Well, I'd like a 2-watt bloody signal. That'd be nice.
Oh, could you imagine that? But then you'd need 2 watts on your laptop as well.
Yes, you would to reach back to him. Yes.
If you've already been watching this, I'm watching it from the start.
Yeah, watch it
Yes,
last
we
night.
did. I
It's
watched it right the way
unbelievable.
through.
All right. And I
But
just go
it's
down to
not-
and I've got to go
It's
to the
the
comments.
second comment. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam.
Down, Terry. Down,
And
down.
you'll have to click read more. It's the second comment in the comment section.
Right, keep going down. It's just like from the
Down a bit further. Because the
Crouching, there is. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dipshit.
Yeah.
In deep shit.
Right, you will see his latest bloody comment. You reckon it's between 2 watts and 60 watts. And I thought, well, 2 watts would be 100 times more, wouldn't it, than what it's producing now?
Should I go in there too? I'm going to have to comment just so Terry can see me comment.
Well, that's the thread you're on, Terry. Madby's got the last comment there.
Oh, it should be Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam.
No, we need to refresh it.
Routers do
yes.
not use 40 watts. Try 200 milliwatts. Microwaves used in radio products in the consumer market are limited to in output power. Microwaves that
Right.
are used in these products are nowhere near the light spectrum. What?
Just stop, please. Thank
I
you.
don't understand what he's trying to say.
He's
misinterpreted information that he's read somewhere, and he's totally confused himself. In
Yep.
essence,
and he's trying to sound clever, and he hasn't got a clue what he's on about.
Yeah, but what's he replying to? A comment that that Mr. Sensible said in his video, or somebody else?
No, he's making a comment to himself. He made a comment, right, and everyone's corrected him, but he won't have it.
And what at the top of this?
The second comment, the very, very second comment, which I hope you've got. Now keep going.
Even go up to the pinned comment, Terry. It's all the same.
Go up to the top and click. I think it's newest comments I put
Yeah.
on mine.
Newest
I don't know
first.
how I-
Yeah.
Sort by
Yeah, I sort by newest first.
Right, and it should be the
Oh, dear.
second comment. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam, 15 hours
He
ago.
had it.
Any of you?
He was on it, Mad.
He was on it. Now you
He
made him
was.
lose it.
Yeah, I had it before.
15 hours ago. It's not the newest comment then, because there's ones in there from 7 hours ago, my man.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got them.
No, keep going down, Tony.
Top comment.
Down to the
No, my newest. Oh, it's pinned by Mr. Sensible.
the one
the
that's
next
pinned.
one. The next one is 15 hours, which is Crouching
Yeah, well, that's
Tiger.
not newest comment then. It would be the most commented on comment, which will be
Oh, 25 minutes. Right.
top comment.
Top comments. Mine comes up second again.
Yeah.
Second comment.
Top comment. Go top comment, and it's the second comment, Terry.
I suppose it comes up minus second in newest comments because I've replied to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ever since you put that 5G tower in, I've been sick, headache, nausea,
Yeah.
joint pain. I'm going to sue. Oh, I wonder if I could do that to Nathan Oakley.
So this-
Ever since I saw your first video, I felt sick to the guts, mentally deranged, and I've got this horrible headache that just won't go away because of your voice. I'm gonna sue.
Guys, this
Yeah, I
is
don't know
the
if you
original
said-
comment. Microwaves are just light waves.
Yeah, they're not.
No.
They're not.
Well, that's
No.
straight away, no. Microwaves
Yeah.
are not light waves.
Which I've put in there. They're not.
Right.
They're nowhere
So
near
that's,
the light
he's
spectrum.
wrong there straight away.
So
Yeah.
hang on, Terry. Let me get my.
So a light wave that is below the frequency of a light wave, it wouldn't be a light wave. Because a light wave
No,
only
exactly. Microwaves are not in the light spectrum. They're nowhere near the light
Yeah.
spectrum.
Yeah, but he's saying light waves are below a frequency of a light wave. Because visible light's a light wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he stated
And then what else works
Quite
at that
clearly.
frequency? A microwave oven.
microwaves
What
are
else
just
runs
light
at that
waves.
frequency? Your Wi-Fi router. Okay,
They're not.
can I Google? I need to Google.
Don't have to, Terry. Go
You-
straight into fair suck. It should be there waiting for you.
Oh, you know what I wanted. You know what I wanted, didn't you?
Yeah, he doesn't understand
Yeah,
the
that's
difference
what I
between
want.
visible light and RF.
Yeah, that's what I was
Frequency.
looking for.
Was
Yeah.
that quick enough for you?
Oh, thank you. I needed that.
And,
Yeah, we
and
need-
hang on, and here comes the second one that you need. Get across there.
You're such a suck up.
Oh no, I know how Terry thinks.
That's worrying.
There you go, Terry.
I've got that. I've got that one, right? And what other one? One below it.
The one right below it.
I mean, what he's stating is it's like saying shortwave radios are just light waves below the light frequency.
So
It's-
between
no, it's not. It's nothing
between
to do with
400
bloody light waves.
nanometers and 700 nanometers. In here, yeah,
He starts
right there.
he starts ranting on about photons
And
and that what you
microwaves.
get in microwaves, infrared, and UV cameras. Well, he's mixing RF radio waves with light spectrum.
That's correct.
Where's
Yeah,
the wavelength for a microwave on this spectrum here?
So you see up there, Terry, where it says 1 centimeter across your right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 1 centimeter there. That's a radio wave,
So that's pretty much where the top end of the band is.
right?
And it goes down to Like, yeah, I think there's a magical point where it goes from radio waves where it starts becoming infrared.
Yeah.
And it's, well, obviously between the zero or 0.01 of a centimeter
Mm.
to 1 centimeter. I think the magical numbers around about from memory, I think it's like half a centimeter or something like that. It's
Yeah, they're not saying microwave here. You got one with microwave?
oh, give me a moment.
We should be down in there somewhere.
Geez, the ones I had set up for you already weren't good enough. That'd be right.
1 to 4 millimeters, according
Yeah.
to Professor Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping to get a visual
But
representation.
what would he know?
Yeah, well, what would Phil know?
What would he know?
Phil, you've been I wish I could remember the word.
Smarty pants.
No. There's another word. An actual word, not a phrase.
Yeah, so it's 300 gig band apparently is the highest frequency, which works out to be the 1 millimeter band.
$300 gigs. That'd be
Jeez.
interesting equipment.
That would burn some chooks, wouldn't it, Mad?
Just a bit. What? I'm only allowed to use one
1 milliwatt? Yeah, what?
What?
So how far off visible light, the light spectrum, is this turd trying to say back in the comments?
So Terry, he's talking about. Oh, you just got rid of the other picture.
No, I can put it back. I just wanted to get his numbers here. So normal visible light spectrum. He's got 2.4 and 5 gigahertz written there.
So we
But
could
he's
see those
saying-
gigahertz.
He's saying just below.
It's
But then
not
when you
just
look
below.
at
It's
that-
miles away. It is miles away.
So if you were to go below that 400 nanometer bandwidth, you're going into X-rays. You know, the 10. If you look there at the 10 nanometer point, it's saying that that's the end of the ultraviolet rays.
Yeah.
We can't see ultraviolet. We can't
Yeah.
see ultraviolet for starters. The closest we can get is around about the 400 nanometer range, and that will look like a fuzzy purple light. That won't be very bright, but we will see a fuzzy purple light there. And that's the same light that they use in nightclubs for black light.
Yep.
So you can see that. However, there's different bands of UV. There's UV A, B, and C. And if you go into UVC, that's really not good for your eyes at all. It will give you the equivalent of
massive
welder's
headache.
flash. It will, you'll get that sand in your eye feeling.
That's horrible, isn't it? Yeah.
You get it from arcs, and
Yep.
and it's the same globes that they use for sterilizing hospital equipment.
Yep.
He's put the gigahertz at 3.
And if you go into
He's got here 3 to. Oh shit, where'd it go?
the equivalent of welder's flash. I can hear myself.
Oh yeah, why?
Yes.
Hope that's not. Is that Phil?
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Uh,
mute YouTube. Right, back to what
How
I
you
was
going,
saying.
mate?
Right now, he was saying 2 to 5 gigahertz, and on here, 2 to 5 gigahertz is 3,000
Is miles
megahertz,
away.
3 gigahertz.
Yes, yes, it is.
So he's saying here.
Terry,
That's in the.
they
That's,
go up. Terry, they go up in threes. Three's a good number because
okay.
shortwave starts from about 30 kilohertz to 30 megahertz.
Mhm.
VHF goes from 30 megahertz to 300
That's it.
megahertz, and it always goes up in the three. It always starts at the three. So yeah, 3,000 megahertz is 3
between
gigs.
SHF and EHF, which is super high frequency and extremely high frequency.
So, yeah, but he's saying
Yes.
that the 3 gigahertz is up between gamma and cosmic.
We're not. There's not going to be anything as bad as gamma. Gamma is like seriously bad
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, but
Terry,
he's-
you're
yeah,
reading
but
that image wrong. You're
Am
reading
I?
that
You are,
image
Terry.
wrong.
Gamma is
Am I?
seriously
Okay.
wrong.
So,
Yeah, Terry.
so if you look where the pointer is pointing, it's showing you where the radio waves are,
Radio waves,
Right.
yeah.
right? And that
Oh,
depiction
that's that.
below
That's that bit there squeezed into
it's
that.
just that bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it.
that's where I was wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Gamma is really bad.
Yeah, you don't want to nowhere near that.
Okay.
That would really cook your chook. Quick.
Yeah. That's an understatement.
So
Yeah.
visible light is there,
Yeah, which is a very small proportion of
right? And he's saying
yeah.
below that at.
No, you can't correlate the bottom graph to the top graph. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
No,
please.
They're back to front.
the bottom graph is the entire radio frequency, only radio. It's a tiny little bit. Okay, and within the radio, you've got FM, UHF, EHF, and so on. That's that whole thing down the bottom there is an absolute microbit of the entire radio wave.
Okay.
Spectrum.
Okay.
It's tiny.
And this
Yeah,
bit is
so-
nowhere near what you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, you can see
Peter?
everything.
If
Yeah.
you can share, I've just sent you a picture to illustrate for Terry how bad gamma rays are for the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
So if you want,
but
so
back
if you
to
want
what-
to, if you want to get, if you want to see where from your diagram over there, as tiny as that radio wave, that radio spectrum is, this 5G is even tinier than that, like miles tinier than that, and it's about 10,000 times less energetic than light.
So back to
So
his claim. So he's saying that microwaves are just below this frequency.
No,
That's-
correction. He says microwaves are just light waves.
Yeah, that
They're
part too.
not
Yeah.
light waves.
Yeah.
he meant photons. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
light waves are part of the radio spectrum.
Of
And where are
course.
we saying
They're all
microwaves are down in here?
They're all the same stuff, just going
Radio
at a different
waves.
speed.
In the
that's
radio
all.
wave section.
RF, Terry.
Okay.
Yeah.
RF.
So it's the
It's all the same stuff. It's all the same energy, just going at a different speed with a different wavelength. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's the same stuff.
Okay.
So it's
And
it's like that. It's like that explanation I gave to Professor Phil about a week ago. When you look at the big picture out of this whole situation, and you look at say 100-watt light bulb, if you get close up to that 100-watt light globe, yes, you're going to get heat coming off it, especially if it's the old tungsten filament variety. You will get heat coming off it. The further away, the less heat you'll get. But the problem is they're not using 100 watts. They're using a lot lower power.
50 of that.
Yeah, they're using some of the transmitters they're using are milli and microwatts.
Microwatts.
So
Microwatts.
yeah.
Yes.
So in comparison, you're talking about one LED.
Actually, to be exact, it's 0.006 milliwatts, which makes it 6 microwatts.
Yeah. So you're using the amount of power coming out of them is the equivalent of a LED.
Oh, even less.
Yeah, you don't even get heat out of an LED.
No.
You know that at that lowest at the LED that's that low powered, you get enough light to see an indicator light, but that's it.
Anaceto said microwaves are heat waves because they cook their food. No, microwaves excite the molecules so fast that they create friction, and which creates
Yes, there's
heat.
enough of them. You think about this: 0.006 or 6 microwaves. That's 6 millionth. And now compare that to your microwave in your kitchen, which is 1 watts. Look how far away it is in order for it to cook stuff.
And
1,000 compared to 6 millionth. So that is a million. That's 1 billion times less than your microwave in your kitchen. 1 billion times less.
Which just so happens to put out a frequency that's very similar.
It's all the same stuff. It's just more of it. That's all.
Yeah, it's just the power that's applied to it.
And
what makes the
power.
difference.
And like I said the other day to Professor Phil as well, the reason why they're going to the fifth generation worth of this data packaging, and that's what it is. It's the data packaging that's been sent to the mobile phones and sent from the mobile phones. It's the fifth generation of that. That's where the 5G comes from.
Yeah.
Because of this new protocol that they're using, they can use even less power than before. But to supplement that, they have to put in extra antennas, but at a lot lower power.
So it's something that I don't know how much I can tell you, but anyway, look, the thing about it is that, you know where they're getting this from. I don't know. There is a military component, I have to admit this, okay? And that is around the 1 millimeter area, which is really the top end of this 5G. There is a band that's reserved for the military, and it is pretty strong at 1 millimeter, and it's reserved for weapons. So that's true, that part, okay? And what they're saying is that, so they're trying to equate that with what we would normally get in a tower on the street, which is nothing could be further from the truth.
Well, that's trying to equate a bloody tank, an Abrams tank, with a water pistol.
That's correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what they do is they take little snippets of intelligence, intelligence as in, you know, as in information. They take little bits of intelligence that they're finding here and there, and then they're blowing it out of all proportion and just bullshitting about it. When in fact it has nothing to do with it. It's like satellites. There's many of the satellites that are out there, let's be honest, are there for spy. This last December we put a spy satellite up there. This satellite can take a picture, can actually zoom in on 1 foot by 1 foot image with perfect 4K clarity. This is unbelievable. Ability to be able to spy on ordinary people in the street. You cannot leave your house without being seen.
What was that frequency you were talking about before, Professor Phil, that the military use? 1
millimeter.
1 millimeter. They go
1 mil.
1
mil.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 mil. So that is the shortest wave ever for radio.
Just let me do a little bit of
Google food.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much. I don't know how much you'll hear on it.
I'm going to the ACMA.
Okay.
So the ACMA will tell me what it's used for. Well, at least who owns the band in Australia.
He's putting it microwaves, electron. I can't read. Microwaves are just electromagnetic waves. True, same as light. Yes.
What do they think? Why do they think they call it microwaves? Micro meaning a million.
Yes,
A million.
exactly. But he
Why
then
they
goes
call
on
it
to
micro, for goodness sake?
he then goes on to say it's on the right side of visible light, not to be ionizing like UV does,
Yeah.
cause cancer. It doesn't cause cancer. Unlike sunlight. Does your Wi-Fi router take the color out of things and make many plastics brittle? No, but sunlight does. One of the logics of an enlightened ones, maybe we should destroy the sun.
Like I said, stop wearing purple clothes.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But he keeps mentioning this 40 watts of 5G. They use 200 milliwatts. They've reduced the output power on telephones on 5G.
And like I said, and by the time it gets to your head, it's to your ears,
it's already dispersed its power. Yes.
It's down to 6 microwatts, which is nothing.
He just, and I'm just correcting him. Get his facts and figures right.
Yeah. So it's just a gross misunderstanding of what it is, and then or deliberately bending the truth to suit the narrative that they have, which I suspect some of it will be, because they can't all be that stupid. Although, geez, you read some stuff that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have. I just get annoyed when people start.
I think so. What they've heard is they said light is photons and this is photons. So they've said it must be the same stuff. It is the same. Yes, it's the same stuff, but they're not talking about the same amount of energy. And this is where they've missed the boat. They don't understand that bit. So I was saying, did you guys see that the Ranty's little debunk of conspiracy cats?
No, mate.
I think we watched conspiracy cats' video.
I saw it got dropped, but I'll be honest, I only watched the first 5 seconds of it.
So basically, it's in a nutshell. Conspiracy cats said that what this guy did was drop a straight line between Sydney and Santiago, and said this is what the globe people think. And conspiracy said no, it's not. It's anything but that. And what conspiracy cat meant was that the actual routes, the fastest route is the Great Circle route. It almost goes, the doorstep of Antarctica by the time it goes from Sydney to Santiago. That is the closest because it's going around a globe. There's no such thing as a straight line. A straight line wouldn't be. The only place you can get a straight line anywhere on a sphere is at the equator. So you're always going to get a Great Circle route as long as you leave the equator.
Yeah.
I don't think he understood that. That's the.
Ranty doesn't understand anything. He don't know how to tie his shoes yet.
No, I kind of feel sorry for him sometimes.
Have you noticed all flat earthers wear slip-on shoes?
I wonder if Arwen wears wooden ones.
Arwen can't even put shoes on. He's got to wear slippers.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder if he wears some of those wooden ones.
He clogs, yeah. They're not clogs. He's made of wood. It's just, I don't know. Conspiracies are just so, I don't know. I was watching some guy earlier. He was declaring that you get all these viruses, right, from vaccines, right? So this particular human malware, what's going about now, right? He says it comes from a vaccine. Funny that we don't have an actual vaccine for it. So how the hell did anyone catch it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that just debunks his theory straight away. And he's Australian, unfortunately, Phil.
Yes, Daddy.
I think
there's been quite a few idiots from over here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've always, throughout my life, I've always looked upon
Yeah.
Australians as highly intelligent form. They don't take
No.
crap. You know,
No,
now
that's
piss off.
right. Exactly. That's why it's hard to believe that there's a flatty from here because
Exactly. Yeah, I
we
find it
have this word about we call it fair income.
fair dinkum.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, fair income. You know, I mean, that just gets put paid to any bullshit. You know?
But yeah, I just found that preposterous that one or two. I think they either got to be, messing about and having a laugh at a joke, or they're
Yeah.
being dead serious. But unfortunately, this bloke is dead serious. He's an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
And I think, no, you're not Australian, mate. You're
No.
definitely not Australian, which is a shame.
There wouldn't be an Aussie walk into an Aussie pub and then say the earth is flat. He would. So much shit would be put on this guy.
Yeah.
Not,
He'd be
not at the
flipping
moment,
out that
anyway.
day.
No,
Not at the moment, Phil, because they're all closed.
Oh, yes, true. He'd be the only one there, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon the word drongo would go wrong. Would be said quite a few times.
So I just checked the ACMA, which is the Australian Communication and Media Authority,
Yeah.
which happens to be the government organisation which takes care of all of the radio bands within Australia.
Yeah.
And they work with both the UK, the USA, and all the other different authorities throughout the world, so that certain radio frequencies are all used for the same thing, like mobile phones and alike. And this 1 millimeter band is under the strict conditions of this. It's allocated to the defence.
Told you.
However, at this point in time, it's been held, which means that Defence Force isn't actually using it.
Okay. I never said anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Who said
So,
that?
as in Australia isn't using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia isn't using it. That's all that means.
That's
Yeah.
what you're reading. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this hasn't been updated. This hasn't been updated this year yet. So
I think it's safe enough for me to say that
Yeah.
the millimeter band is going to be exclusively for the military.
yeah. Oh, for sure. They
And
won't.
yeah.
They won't
and
share
it's going
it.
to be used for weapons.
Yeah.
It'll be the mobile barbecue chook frequency.
Something like that, yeah.
It-
Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. Do you remember how we shot down a satellite
Yeah.
a while back?
Not the. I think was it the
Yeah.
Chinese government that did that?
No,
Professor?
Indians. We did it.
Oh,
we,
wasn't?
We did
Yeah.
it, yeah. We shot down one of our own satellites. And that caused quite a bit of a stir. And the reason we did that was because the Americans were talking about this very thing, about using this technology to be able to blast any satellite out of that. So the Indian government said, well, we'll just show you what we can do. So we blasted one of our own satellites out there just to really show them that, who do you think you are?
Yeah. It can be done, and guess who can do it already?
Yeah. Don't argue with me. I'm right.
Yeah,
you're wrong.
yeah. So it was just,
And,
it was just really a show. Say, you showed me your dick. Have a look at mine. This is a real dick.
Yeah. See that mountain over there? See that molehill? That's you.
Yeah.
See that mountain? That's me.
Yeah. So nobody said a thing after that. They just shut up about it.
Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I find really funny because wasn't there a big thing about the Star Wars program there at one stage?
Yeah, that was in the 80s. So Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
So in essence,
They're reviving it. I can tell you now.
I was going to say, in essence, this would be almost a strategy against that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, the Americans are in a rush at the moment to revive the Star Wars program, and they're looking at this area of the millimeter range for radio, which gives pinpoint accuracy and extremely powerful.
Well,
yeah.
They've used it for setting rockets and that up in the air, aren't they?
Yes,
Using
that's right.
lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was quite fascinating. I was watching some of
Yes,
that,
yeah.
and I think,
So
but that was years ago. That was back in the 60s, wasn't it?
well, yeah, it back in the 80s, most of the money was spent in this technology in the 80s when Reagan decided
Yeah.
that they wanted to style. So from both, because as soon as you said that, the Russians started doing it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and the Indians and the Chinese. So everybody thought, shit, you know, we can't let the Americans get on top of this, because whoever controls the skies owns the place, you know.
It's like back in the 80s, the AM FM transfer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was different frequencies. Yeah, you got stereo sound instead of mono sound.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So basically, so instead of modulating it by amplitude, they're modulating it by frequency. So basically, a radio station was given, a frequency from here to here, for, a few nanometers of frequency, and so you can operate between these two. That's why you can switch you can turn the knob on the radio and still listen to the radio station across a half a degree or something like that. You can still listen to it. That's because their range, because they modulated by frequency. And then what happens is these two stereo signals that then get together actually coincide exactly in the middle. So that's why you have to tune in an FM signal precisely. And that's how you can tell that it's tuned in, because then you can use that energy to light a LED or something like that tells you that you've got these two wavelengths superimposed perfectly. That gives you stereo. So that's why you need that little bit of extra wide, and it's impossible to get stereo across amplitude modulation. This is where you're increasing the voltage, decreasing and increasing the voltage to get amplitude modulated, rather modulated by frequency. That means you're just using energy to either increase or decrease the frequency.
Yeah.
So that's it in a nutshell.
Perfectly.
Yeah, there's a lot of people don't understand how radio waves work.
Yeah.
They hear somebody else monologue it and then automatically assume they know what they're talking about.
It all turns into a conspiracy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because they don't understand it. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Well, we should be taught this at school. You are.
Oh. Well, yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Right, can I ask, how's my microphone doing this evening?
That's lovely, Phil.
It sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, students said that they thought it was pretty good today. So, yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of people get their info off Wikipedia, which is not always the most accurate source.
Yeah. So schools are pretty much term 2 is for schools and the universities is pretty much over already. That's it. Already decided that there's not going to be any term 2 on campus.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my daughter, or both my daughters have to do it on the computer, Professor Phil. It's it'll be interesting.
I will be. I think personally, I think it'll change everything. I think I'm not sure if you're going to say it's for the. I think it'll give more jobs to people like me. Basically because they're going to want people out there to. You need more hands on deck to be able to do this, to be able to do it online, because you can't have 19 or 20 or 30 or even 50 people in one Zoom. You could theoretically do it, but you wouldn't be able to do a tutorial, for instance, like that properly. You could run a lecture for hundreds, that wouldn't matter. But or you could just do a lecture and give them the podcast. That's easy. But but if you're going to do a tutorial, which we have to do, about 5 to 1 of them, then that requires interaction between students and the tutors. So that's not going to be very easy to do. You're going to need a lot of tutors, and I think $103 or something an hour now, so it'd be expensive.
Oh,
Funny you say that, Professor Phil, because I was my nephew. He's just finished. He's just qualified doing his first part of his of college to become a teacher.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
now he's moving on to he's doing the
he's doing a master's at somewhere, is he?
well, no, he's doing his the PE physical education the compartment of the training now.
Yeah,
so all the all the outdoor ed and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I turned to, because my sister came past the other day just to make sure that we were fine and dandy and all of that. And I said to her, well, is he looking for a little bit of on the job training type of thing? Would he be interested in helping my younger daughter with high school and stuff like that? And she goes, oh yeah, no, you'd definitely be keen.
Yeah.
It gives him that opportunity to do one-on-one
Yeah,
teaching with someone that's family.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, that sounds like a great thing to do. And so basically, what happens in a normal education course, it runs. You have to do 2 methods. So he would have picked the PE is one of the method. Would have had to pick another method, maybe humanities or science, and that would have they would have finished that method. And this is now running into the second method.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Sorry, just change the subject slightly. Have you seen what Boggs has just put in Facebook with the squirrel? The little video. Just watch the little video.
What has he done now?
No, sorry, it's in.
Where
have you put? Yeah, where
I've
is he?
seen it earlier. It's hilarious. I think it's in Take the Piss.
Oh, Take the Piss, is it? Yeah, just that is hilarious. Everybody should invent these. Easy does it. Easy does it. Whee!
Not everybody can see it, man. You're the one that's watching it.
I know. I didn't realise I was taking the piss. I'm not very good today. Sorry.
You'll be right,
Why
mate.
do I have a white screen? Does everybody else have a white screen?
Yes, Terry's giving it a bit of a white screen.
It's
Hello, Dora.
Where's Dora?
In the side chat.
Why
Hello,
isn't the white screen going out to YouTube though?
Oh, I didn't realise you had YouTube running as well.
Yeah, we're live.
We've been live the whole time, Mad.
Crikey, mate.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mad. Oh, dear.
All these. Oh no, it's the 5G's affecting me. Please help me. I'm going to turn into a proton and vibrate everywhere. Oh no. Oh shit, it started.
Oh man, you're a mad man.
I'm not going mad. I'm not going mad. Honest.
We are live, Mad.
We are live, Matt. Yes, I can see that.
I've been there, mate. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to get through the barrier. I will break through this part.
I can't work out why we're not sharing this out to the YouTube though.
I've got some magnets and some tinfoil. Will that help?
Does anybody know if you can get a pen that you can write on your screen with?
Yeah, your mouse.
Yes.
No, just
No,
that,
you
Yes,
can
you
get
can
you
get a-
can get pens,
it's too
Professor
hard to
Phil.
control. Yeah.
You get a, gra- you
But
can get
you
a
need a
graphics
pad.
tablet. You get a graphics
Yeah.
tablet.
You either need a touch sensitive screen or a
Yeah.
writing pad.
I've
Wacom
got a
make
touch
them.
sensitive screen, but I'm just wondering if instead of my finger,
Yeah.
some sort of pen, would be easy to
Yeah, you can get
work.
what they call a Wacom pad.
Wait,
It's made by Wacom, WACOM.
is that a pad? Is it like it? Like it? Okay.
Like yeah, it's sort of like a mouse
Sounds
pad, but you get a pen with it, so you can actually write. They're getting quite good now.
Sounds
Sorry,
expensive.
can I just say hello
Professor
to
Phil.
Nana and Turquoise Laura in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't see Laura.
Hello.
Hi, Laura. You know.
Professor
Exercise-
Phil, if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
imagine your mouse touchpad on your laptop,
Yeah.
Right.
but imagine it.
A big
Um,
version. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine it the size of your laptop,
Yeah.
and that's what the Wacoms are like.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
There might be better ones, but that's just an example. That'll give you an idea
I'll
what to
jump
look
into
for.
eBay and have a look.
Yeah.
What's
Hello,
it called?
Dora.
W?
Laura's
hello.
naked.
Hello, Dora. Sorry to correct you in counter sensibles, but I just thought you'd let you know that microwaves, it don't matter what you're using it for, it's the same. Or it's the same device, or
Same.
radio waves or radio
What do you
waves.
call the
Same.
thing?
Same,
Wave.
same, but different.
Yeah.
WAY?
Why?
No, Wacom.
Wacom. I think it's W
WAY.
Give him a link in Discord or something.
or DA WACOM, I think it is. I don't know if it's got a Y in it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Laughing about how I'm listening more than reading.
Yes, it's WACOM, and
Okay, got it, yeah. Oh, it's not
to
too
go, you need to go for one of the better ones. Don't go for the bottom end because they are very laggy, and the
bad. Okay.
software interface between the different programs don't work well with them, because I have one and it took me over a week to get it to talk to Excel and PowerPoint and stuff.
Okay. So here's one. There's $50, $100, $300, $100.
Yeah, you don't need to go for the top ones unless you're doing graphic design. Just don't go for the
Okay.
entry level one.
Okay. $800. There you go. Well, okay. $750. Looks like the top stuff is quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the top
The-
stuff
the-
is effectively you're talking about professional graphic designers and artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, 609.
It's what my daughter wants me to get her.
You know, if the tax department said anything about, because I mean, like myself, I imagine all the teachers out there spend heaps of money just getting our office ready, to do all of this stuff. Here I am, got my new microphone. Now I probably need one of these, I wonder if the tax department have said anything about educators, if they're going to give them some sort of. We should be able to write this off in tax.
Oh, I would think so. It's all part of your job.
Yeah, but
Yep.
I mean, not write it off 100%. Not write it off.
Yeah.
Like they did with the tradies a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Write it off in one. Now, when I say I mean 100% in 1 year, not because it's capital equipment. You're normally only allowed to get 30% a year, but they let the tradies write off their whole 20,000 or something in 1 year. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it'll depend on, each country's going to be different. It'll depend on what provisions are putting in place to deal with the crap that's going on at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thanks for that. I'm going to keep this eBay page and have a look and do
Well,
a bit of reviews and see what I can find.
There's
Yeah.
there's actually a
Intu's Pro.
Yeah.
Or an Intu.
there's actually a Wacom supply in Australia as well, Professor Phil.
Okay. Right.
So there's a website for that somewhere as well.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, there's all sorts of yeah, but the Intu Pro they reckon is probably
Yeah, because Wacom Intu. Okay.
Intu versus Intu
INTOUS or
Pro.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Intuos, small and medium. Oh, fantastic! Thanks very much. Much appreciated. It's amazing what I've learned in this place.
If
you
you're
teach
looking,
us, Phil, we can teach you what you don't know.
if you're looking for a suck, Professor Phil, I've actually dropped the Australian East store in
Oh,
Fair
you
Suck
got in okay. Thank you
in
for
Discord.
that. Yeah, all right. I'll just move that up.
Unless you want me to drop it to your Discord.
Yeah, because I'm kind of learning, but
I'll drop it straight in
You
yours
should
for you
always
then.
have my Discord there, ready to go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
I
all
didn't
right.
realise you had a Discord, Professor Phil.
No, yes.
Paste.
No, I wouldn't
Phil's
even know
got
how
his
to do
own.
that.
Phil's got his own little channel down in my Discord that I
There
made
you
made
go,
for him.
Professor Phil. I've DM'd you it.
Okay, you may as well have said that in Greek.
I've sent it to you directly.
When you scroll down in Discord, I made up a channel called.
Yeah, I see it. I see it, Terry.
What did I?
Oh,
make?
yeah. Flat open Earth.
Yeah,
Okay.
Professor Phil flat top Earth. Yeah, that's
Okay. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
you.
Oh, that's a good place to put it. Right there, I can see it now. Yep.
Yeah, you can use that. You can use that channel for anything you want.
Oh, thank you very much. Perfect. Okay, excellent.
What's the best drawing tablet for 2019?
Okay, so let's have a look at yours.
Pick a Vigraph. Best pick 2020. Well, you don't want that big. Oh, will you stop with these bloody cookies?
Chocolate chip?
No, it really annoys me. Oh, Crouching Tiger.
Buy Wacom products. Thank you. Got that.
Nathan Oakley's live again.
Oh, don't make me go watch it, Terry.
No, I'm not going to go make you watch it.
Oh, they're a bit expensive.
Oh, Pip uploaded a thing 4 hours ago.
Black.
Daft Easter
Is
egg
that
day.
you typing Pip?
Yeah.
No, that's not Pip.
They all seem, the best ones all seem to be round about the £300 mark, 600.
That would have been
How
mad.
do you see what you're writing if it's black? If it's the thing black, how do you see on black when you're writing?
So when you're writing, it comes up on the
screen. Yeah.
On your computer.
You look on the screen when you write. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they should make it so that you can see what you're writing.
That means if you
iPad,
want
you can
that,
do it that way.
yeah, if you want that, Professor Phil, you have to get one of the tablet versions, and it will sync with your computer.
Oh, okay. They should make an app for iPad that does that. Why don't they do that?
I don't know if that'll sync to PC.
Because
I don't know who's
Windows,
typing. It's damned annoying. Stop it.
for some reason, Windows and Apple don't really mix too well.
Interesting.
And
I don't want to make a bit of money if they can get that going.
Oh, sorry, I think that's me.
Oh, it was you. I thought it was mad.
No, sorry, it's me. I'm organising another fun stream for us in the background.
Okay.
I'll go on mute.
Thank you.
Someone liked my comment.
Just because you like ASMR.
So $300. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you won't do it for me, Pep. So me and you still need to have a talk about that.
Ooh, I got a highlighted comment. I got a highlighted comment. Yay!
Oh.
I don't know who highlighted it though.
Mr. Sensible.
Mr. Sensible would have, or Colin.
All right.
Colin.
Yeah. All I've put is 5G does not use any more power than 200 milliwatts. Just stop. They have reduced the output power of 5G. Okay, got it? Good. Oh, that'd be Capital Sensible that spinned it, would it?
Mr. Sensible.
Sorry, Mr. Sensible. I think, hang on, I haven't got an excuse because I haven't smoked. I haven't got any drink. I'm now going to the shop to buy myself some drink, so I got an excuse. Oh, I don't need an excuse. I'm mad. That'll do. I think I can stop and come back in again, Terry. Pip.
Chris Berry's butt
Terry.
hurt. Can I hide here so Travis can't beat me? Yes, you're welcome. Chris Berry. Do that.
What's
Chris
this?
Berry's
Who's
butt
Chris?
hurt.
Who's Chris Berry's butt hurt?
No, well, with somebody went there.
Chris Berry's butt hurt. If you're hiding here and you bring Travis here, we've got no control of the situation. However, he doesn't have a spanner when he does come here.
Oh
Hint,
dear.
hint,
Oh
hint.
dear.
Wink,
Oh
wink.
dear.
Nudge, nudge.
He won't last very long then, will he, Mippet or Pip?
No.
Well, Mippet's not here, so it's down to Pip
It's
against
me,
the
Rachel,
rest.
fire up the iPad.
It's-
La la la.
It's Pip
Yeah.
against the rest of the world.
Phone again.
Oh, hello, Carl. I haven't said hello to Carl today. Hello, Cheeto. I don't know. Just tying out on it.
Oh,
Berry's butt hurt. That's
Super
fun.
Rats. I haven't seen. Has anyone seen if Super Rat's been streaming?
Nope.
Oh, he's quiet, isn't he?
I
Yeah.
think I might have unsubbed from him. Either that or he stopped producing.
I don't keep an eye on him, so no, I couldn't tell you.
No, I normally sort of clock it when Wally's doing one, but Wally hasn't done one on him for ages, so I assume that he's disappeared. He's probably with Chris Berry's butt hurt, I expect.
Oh well, maybe he calls Chris Berry. Oh no, we won't go there.
Chris Berry's butt hurt. I don't have Vaseline to put in my lens.
Mad B, in fact, what's this? Mad B, in fact, people should read your comment. It is very important. Who's put that?
Nana.
Oh, no. Crouching Tiger's put that.
Oh.
Be right back.
So
And
hang
people
on.
should read your comment. It's very important. With 5G phones, you are never going to get 40 watt energy is transferred to your head because 5G is enabled. It is around 200 milliwatt. Yes, that's what I've put because you kept putting 40 watts, you dickhead. Sorry, Terry. Even with the communication between cells, or only small fraction, will make it. Not even 40 watts is going to go in between cells. Why do you keep saying 40 watts? Stop confusing people.
Yeah,
40
Captain
watts is
Decker.
an unrealistic high worst case scenario. No, you won't get 40 watts at all.
Oh no, Jared's out there. I'm in trouble again.
And
Imagine,
I did not
imagine a
mention.
40-watt laser. That would would go through 6
Oh,
inches.
right.
of steel.
Thank you. He's actually, yeah, he's correct himself. Oh, that's good. But I don't think he's a flat earther. I think he's just trying to tell people that the difference, but he just didn't write it very well. Oh, I think I meant to type millimeter wave.
Jared, what are you on about?
Dora.
No, because
Okay,
because
Dora.
I said it was
Oh.
Pip against the rest of the world.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
away from the keyboard and messed up.
No, Dora. They don't use any. They use the same frequencies, 2.4 and 5 gigs. 5G does not stand for gigahertz. It
It's
stands for generation. The
generation.
G stands for generation. It's the 5th generation of this digital phone network. That's
It's
all.
like out here. I only got 3G out here, so I'm lucky to get that even 3G.
Yeah,
we only got
3G.
4 here.
Yeah. Have they not put up the 5G yet then, Pip?
Nope.
Oh, right. It's only sort of near the towns, I
I
guess.
don't even think. Well, I've been in Edinburgh and Glasgow recently, and didn't get 5G there either.
You need a 5G phone to get
Oh well,
it. Yeah, you can't get it on a 4G phone.
I don't know what the hell this is. Probably just a 4G.
Yeah. Yeah, if to
Okay,
get
I'm
5G,
safe
you
then.
need to buy one of the new phones.
Kristen says G stands for gullible.
Yeah.
That'd be right.
That's pretty clever.
You'd be right.
Yes, but all microwaves. It depends what energy or what they're actually transmitting on the actual wavelength. The frequency is just to transport, like a lorry going to a warehouse. It's what they put on the lorry is what the 5G is transporting, not 5G.
Don't you mean truck?
The frequency is what it's transporting. Is your lorry? That's basically moving your information, and what they put in the warehouse in that lorry is the information you're transmitting. So it's or transferring to the next
Right.
station. So
Yeah, we don't have lorries out here, mate. We've got trucks.
yeah, it's just trucks in. If you haven't got a
I
lorry,
thought
you
you
can have a
had road
truck.
trains in Australia.
Oh yeah, mate. For transit lots. Yeah.
So,
Big
Dora, just to answer your question, 5G does use the same frequencies that 4G use, and yes, it does use up to the 95 gig range. But that will all depend on where you are in the world.
Yeah, what country? Main
Okay, so
consumers. Yeah, main consumers will be using 2.4 or 5.
now the higher
Majority.
frequencies, though, up in that higher spectrum, that is for nothing more than digital transformation or transfer of data. It will not support voice. The bandwidth's too small. They only use it for the data.
Yeah, don't take everything off Wikipedia, Dora, as read, because a lot of people can alter it. You're better off going to a radio site. So when it was actually talking about radio, but anyways, yeah. Basically, your frequency is just the transportation to use to transfer your information from one place to another. That's all the radio frequency is used for. It's just a transportation. What would be the word? Transportation, not mode, is it? No,
yeah,
just a transportation module.
There's a great radio site called Amateur Logic.
Oh, right, yeah.
They have a broadcast every week, and they talk about radios and what makes radios, what parts, and all this sort of thing. The Australian, American people get together and have live streams.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Hopefully, Aussie Bowler and I shall be doing one sometime this year.
Oh.
Yeah, hook up to Australia. That'd be good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. The lag is my end, not Peter's by anyone. If anyone knows, because I ain't got the equipment at the moment.
I've got to change the orientation of my
Oh,
antenna by about 45 degrees as well.
All right. I'm oh yes, a point. I've got to have horizontal. Oh bugger.
We'll
What
work
if I
it
could
out, man.
stream between the two chimneys?
Just
the trouble is,
make
my
sure you
garden
dip
runs east to west, so I need one slight angle to get to you. But yeah, we'll work it out, Pete.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
We'll be close enough.
But yeah, it depends what frequency we use, and I might be able to put a long wire beam up.
Well, worst case scenario, man, there is another way that we could do it.
Don't say the internet.
When AO9, the satellite, happens to be right in the right spot in between us, we could use 2 and 70.
Oh, we could do, yeah. That's the point. Yeah.
Because that runs a north-south trajectory.
We could do EME, because you can see the moon at the same time I see it. Have you got like 6 or 7 yardies?
I could get a whole heap of TV antennas and point them at the moon.
Yeah.
That'll work, won't it?
Yeah, because no one wants television aerials anymore.
No.
They'd be brilliant, yeah.
The old VHF ones, so that will work for 2 meters. It'll be good.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be good, yeah. Slight tweaking of them. They're quite wideband, aren't they? But
Yes. Yeah.
that'd be good. It's just a
Not
bit.
really designed to transmit. We're taking over Terry's stream. We shouldn't be talking about this stuff.
Sorry, Terry.
Terry,
Yeah, I'm here.
that's all right. I just wanted to make sure you weren't muted.
Or sleep.
No, I never fall asleep.
Did you
Did I have
Maybe
a
wanna
plan?
watch-
Play Terry.
Did I have a plan?
Did you? No, I was going to ask. Did you maybe want to watch a flat earther or something stupid like that?
Ah.
Yeah, whatever
Dora.
comes up.
Go for it,
Because-
Dora.
Yeah, well, I thought
can
we
join
watched
in
those
on the-
flat earthers the other day, or did you go through their channels and find a video?
Well, no, because Ranty tried to debunk conspiracy cats on the fly, and I just thought it'd be pretty cool if he does that, and then we turn around and debunk what he's just said. But only if you're interested. I know Ranty's a bit grating for some people to listen to.
No, it's Grayson's Oakley Jokley.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, Nora. Thank you, carrier. As you can see, my head's in a bit of a fuddle this morning. But go for your license, Nora. Do it. Just do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. The NHAM license. I don't know what that is. What's an NHAM license?
Ooh.
New? Ah, novice.
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 Yeah, see, in Australia we've got foundation first.
Yep.
And
Which I
they
believe
kind
we called a novice, yeah.
yeah,
Over
but they
here.
kind of screwed it up though, Mad, because they added an extra letter in there, so it makes it a bit difficult. QSL cards and stuff like that. There's not enough room for the
Yeah.
Aye.
CNA.
Yeah, EME to New Zealand. We could do that, perhaps.
Oh yeah, you can do that all
Night.
right.
Yeah, night. ANA. Oh, the pressure. Novice, yeah. Go for it. Come on, if you've done physics, you'll understand. But read the license. Read the licensing conditions.
The only suggestion I'll make is look up on the internet your local radio club and go in and see the guys in there, and they'll absolutely bend over backwards to help you out.
Oh yes. They won't ask you to bend over backwards, but they will.
No, most of them will be. A good portion of them will probably be in wheelchairs and stuff, but no, look, they're always really good people. No matter where I've gone in Australia, I've always tried to go to the local amateur radio clubs, and it's a bit of an old boys club, but they open arms, invite anyone in, be it kids, women, children,
aliens.
I don't
flat
care.
earthers.
If you're prepared to play with their radios, they're happy with that.
Yeah, oh yeah. So where's Dora? Are you in Australia?
It's in Holland, I think.
Holland.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh right.
Oh, you could go
that's
and get
cool.
Arwen and take him too.
Arwen! Go get Arwen. Go pick Arwen up and take him to a radio club like I gave him the address for one. Right, there was 200 meters from his house.
Go poke him with a stick. Go on. Tell him you're taking your radio license. That'll wind him up even more.
And the first thing you're going to do is do an EME bounce.
And Bog says get a bacon license.
Mania Bogs.
Go Bogs.
Terry,
do it, Nora. It's not that difficult, really.
Are you ready, Terry?
Yeah, I'm trying to work out why I got no sound.
Yeah, you're much more intelligent than me, Dora, and I managed to get my Class A, so...
Just so Boggs knows, though, you don't need a bacon license as long as it's for personal consumption.
Oh, that's okay. I was getting a bit worried then. Phew.
Only for sales. I can't hear it.
Neither can I. Neither can I. Shh.
How can we fix this, Terry?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. This is a new one to me.
Is that an OBS not matching up with the new update with Zoom again?
It might be. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. This is weird.
What
I got no
about-
idea.
Hang on. You might lose a bit of quality, but I've got an idea that might help.
There must be a reason.
He's frowning at you, Terry. Cats are staring at you. What's your problem, Terry?
I got no idea.
So you're not getting output to YouTube or anywhere.
Can you get audio from Discord?
John, did
Hang
you
on.
say your name?
There must be a reason.
Terry, can you hear me here?
Oh,
Did you hear that over there?
Yeah, I heard that over there, yeah.
Oh, there's another way we can do it then. But I don't know if your OBS will be set up for it.
Can't see what the problem is.
Phil's being cheeky. Terry, you've gone backwards to my level with this technology.
What technology?
This.
What is going on here? Is this with every YouTube one? Because I've had this problem before. I'll just try a different YouTube. Yeah, well, watch this. No, that's with that one too. That's with any YouTube. Okay.
Oh.
That's weird.
So how long has this ASMR been going?
Oh, don't know. Awful.
Years.
Well, it just seems to be a new catchphrase.
Oh God, no! There's ASMR artists out there that are getting millions of views on their videos and stuff. Channels have been up for 5 years.
A tingling sensation that typically begins at the scalp and moves down to the back of the neck and upper spine. Pleasant form of paresthesias.
I've got no idea what's going on here.
Weird.
Do you want to try something, Terry? I know it's not what you'd like doing, as in you'd like to fix your problem.
Yeah, as you say, YouTube's transmitting okay.
Yeah, it was working alright before.
Have you pressed the wrong button?
No, I've only all I've done was an update for Zoom.
Derry Francis is so stupid. He videos himself inciting others to commit criminal damage. So What is going in the back of this guy's head filming himself doing that? I just don't know.
What is that, Matt?
Oh, on sorry, Mr. Sensible's latest vid. This bloke's going around showing people what to do to destroy LED street lamps.
Oh no,
and
really?
and 5G, sites.
Oh God.
Yeah, can you imagine kids opening the back of a street light and sticking their fingers in there? It's just 345 volts going to that three-phase, going to them. Yeah, it's going to fry you. It's just blue. Hopefully, the police have actually got in contact with Mr. Sensible. They actually sent them a text saying, "Yep."
All right.
Or an email or something. He got a message from him anyway saying, "Yep, we've been watching him and we'll be dealing with this shortly." So I dare say he's already in custody somewhere.
Yeah, well, I hope fucking coat. Excuse the language.
Yeah, tied behind his back,
Yeah.
facing the corner of the wall with concrete boots on. Yeah, that's the best place for people like him. Bloody LED lights, guys.
Jesus. No. It gets, I don't know, it gets weirder every day, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're reducing the electricity bill by using LED lights instead of sodium or whatever lights they happen to replace. And people don't get that. They're not firing objects at anybody. That's an LED light. No different to what you have in your house.
Is that the guy that pulled one apart on stream?
Yes.
Like did a video and he pulled it apart?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, he's also
he works for the council.
And the best thing about that one, after he did that, Big Clive, who's actually a Sparky who has a YouTube channel from the Isle of Man, he did exactly the same thing but in reverse and explained and showed everyone exactly what the things were and showed everyone how wrong he was.
Yeah, sorry, I just assumed they were three-phase because they always used to be. But thank you, Bo. Yep, sorry, they're not three-phase, guys. They're just single-phase. They're just single-phase. I just assumed. 20 amps, yeah. You still won't want to put your fingers in there. 345 volts, not good. Well, you don't want to stick your fingers in anywhere there's voltage.
Oh, you've got to test the old spark plug out. Put your tongue in it.
Hey?
Yeah. That'd be fucking. That'd be bloody right.
Yeah.
Pep, have you seen the avatar that's sitting underneath your new one from Mr. Edwards?
Yeah, that's good. That is. A nice one, Carl. Yeah, have you seen that YouTube where that bloke sticks his tongue on an HT lead when the guy kicks the bike over to see if he's got any voltage coming out of it? He's a good dancer afterwards.
That'd be right. I was talking away and I had myself on mute. Bloody hell, Pip changed her avatar to woohoo! Look out,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
Bob's
I've got
face
lots of
underneath him.
I'll get lots of them without my name on, but
Oh,
this is what I used to do before.
And it's funny how John's looking straight over there too.
Yeah.
He's not looking at that globe in front of him. I'll give you the red hot tip there. He's
All of them don't.
Yeah.
But
Now I tell you what, mate. Yeah.
all right, Terry. How are you going?
Hmm.
Terry.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm here.
Can I share a video, Terry?
Well, you won't get audio come through, Mad. That's all.
It don't need audio.
It
doesn't need audio.
Can you is your OBS set up to connect to connect to Discord? Terry?
Only through voice.
So I was gonna say, well, obviously the voice works at the moment because we can hear whatever's happening in Discord. But
Yeah, that seems.
I was
to be
gonna say
working.
if I went in there and went live in there, would you be able to watch that and stick it in a window on
No.
OBS?
No. No, can't do that. I haven't got a link. I haven't got it linked through to Discord.
Hello.
for that.
Discord
Peter.
like that.
Peter,
Yes, Alan. Yeah.
I could do that for you if you want something.
Hello,
Yeah.
Alan.
No,
Alan,
no,
Terry,
no. That's not the
no,
That's not the problem, Alan.
Alan, Terry's having problems with OBS or the connection between YouTube, OBS, and Zoom.
YouTube's not playing the sound. And all I did was an update. All I did was had an update with Zoom. Now that YouTube's YouTube's not playing sound. I don't know what's going on.
Terry, did you unmute the video on YouTube?
Yes, the video is definitely unmuted on YouTube. I'm not getting any sound from YouTube at all. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What I do. Right.
You broke
we got
Chrome.
a Zoom
Carl says
meeting?
I broke Chrome.
Have we got a Zoom meeting, or do I need to fire one up myself to have a look?
No, we're streaming now.
Oh,
We're live, Alan.
oh, okay. I didn't
Go
realise
down
you were
to-
live.
Go down to Ozquad.
I literally just walked in the door.
Okay.
Then I was thinking, Alan.
Ah. Oh,
Well, I freshened me coffee. Oh, I'm using a microwave, so that must be 5G. Yeah, I'll ring the missus on through the microwave.
Sorry to hear that, Dark Man. You got dull in the
Why isn't she answering?
Are you going to let me in that meeting then, Terry?
I haven't heard the doorbell ring yet.
Please wait. The meeting house will let you in soon. Terry Davis'
Ah.
Zoom meeting.
I didn't hear it. Just the battery flat on the doorbell.
I don't know. Was there lightning?
No, did I forget to mention that there was lightning? Why do I always forget that?
Ah, hello. Right.
oh, What a noise.
Oh, Alan.
Alan!
I'm
Sorry,
having-
I couldn't get rid of the Discord call. The call wouldn't drop when I hit the button for once. Let me grab my headset. I need to put my headset on now, don't I? Because I'm not on my phone. Right, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Ah. Sorry
Alan.
about that.
Alan, I've got a problem.
Alan.
Alan, I've got a problem.
So when you go to play a video, it don't go out.
No, I just don't hear it at all. I'm not hearing
Right,
YouTube at all.
Right, let me fire up YouTube.
So why aren't I hearing YouTube?
You boys are terrible.
YouTube.
Why aren't I hearing YouTube? You know what I should do just to test something? Leave somebody the controls. I jump out of Zoom. I'll play YouTube to see if it plays. And I'll know it's actually a setting between Zoom and OBS.
YouTube is playing sound on my computer phone.
Okay, I'll leave.
I better not do it with that.
I'll leave
Shush,
Alan.
Peter.
I'll leave Alan the thing.
I got that, Mad.
Make
Hang on, I better check now.
Peter.
Android robot mower
Make
is the
co-host.
best.
Okay, user the co-host.
Works Landroid
I'll be back
manages
in a
your
second.
grass. Come rain
How
or
do I
shine.
how do I jump
Rain
out?
or shine.
It's working here too, man.
Fine tunes mowing cycles.
How am I supposed to jump out of my own meeting?
Leave meeting.
I don't have that option.
The Works Landroid.
Can you hear my video that's playing now then, guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
hear
can.
sound.
Yes, no.
This is a community-supported legal education channel.
Just rub it in,
That's
Alan.
working. That's working, Alan.
I think your problem is actually not with. I think your problem is with your voice meter, Terry, not with any of the other programs.
Oh, has he timed out? Or has he got the full version?
Oh,
No, me banana's working fine.
I bet it's a banana issue, not a.
Yeah, did you peel the banana?
Terry, you can.
Avocado in Mexico.
If you could see my... No, I'm going to say it. Mate.
So,
How do I leave the meeting?
You're gonna have to give someone.
I did. Oh, I might have to make
well,
actually.
hang on.
Yeah, I know what I've done wrong.
Yeah.
I
Just
have
the
to, I have to,
co-host.
act, I have to actually make you a host, Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can leave.
Peter Harrington.
I'll be back.
Now the host.
Says rub the banana.
go, Peter. It's in the back chat.
And I'm going to have the same problem that Terry
Peter,
has.
it's in the back chat.
Yeah, and I can't use it.
Yeah, wait a minute. Go to Discord. That was an echo from somewhere. Oh, because we're back on YouTube.
How's that happen? Well, that means Terry's computer's back on.
Yep. Woohoo!
Yeah. So yeah, no, we can't share. We can't share it then.
Well, no, we can.
No.
I've got to do this thing though. Hang on, because Terry's back in here.
You got to behave yourselves, boys.
So Terry, can you hear us? More to the point, can Terry talk?
Is Terry muted?
Just ask his wife to take her hand off his mouth.
Terry, are you there?
Hello, Terry, our old friend.
Have you unmuted yourself, Terry?
Can the Kiwi speak again?
We'll just see if he's down in that other place. Is he down there? He's not down there.
Hello, Pep.
Hello.
Oh,
not pitching. It's not.
Just the ninja of death has just appeared on my computer screen.
Brainery's live. So Terry's doing stuff.
Yeah.
We can't hear him. Does anyone know if we can be heard out in YouTube?
Let me have a quick tinker.
We're back. Carl says.
Terry. Hello, Terry.
Can you hear us?
Hey, we should be live.
Does anyone know if we can be heard out in YouTube?
I just heard that.
World can hear us.
Conspiracy Cats actually in the chat, which is absolutely awesome. Yes, indeed, we are live. So let's get that on the pause. Right, okay, so conspiracy.
Oh, we can hear you.
Of this,
yes,
is debunking conspiracy.
You should be able to hear everything
Brandon
now.
Toy, nice to see you in, mate. And conspiracy cats, as I say, nice to see you in as well. Conspiracy Cat says this should be good with a smiley face.
Yeah,
and,
because
Conspiracy Cat says, go on what? Okay, so Ruhif, here we go.
No, you can't.
One of Conspiracy Cat's fellow Globe Earthers has come in and said this should be hilarious, and Tricky
Oh,
Wolf
yeah, I
is
can
here
mute that
saying,
for a
"We
sec.
are-"
Thank you.
So what I can do is...
You don't need to, Terry.
He just nicked the host position of you, Peter.
No, I gave it to him.
Okay.
I could have pinched it back without even you knowing.
I know, but I'm quicker than you are.
No, what it was in Windows settings. I don't know how it changed. That it was set to the wrong device as the default device for the speaker.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, yours was microphone, John. Mine was the speaker.
Well,
Same
sometimes,
thing. Different tab.
Unfortunately, updates break. Windows allows updates to change that all the bloody time. It's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
That's
why I update it myself personally.
That's why I thought I'd look outside the square of the box or whatever and look around and think, okay, I'll start from the bottom up and work my way at that end, just to see what was going on.
Good on you, mate.
And I couldn't do it with all you guys distracting me in Zoom, so I disappeared.
Yeah.
So where were we?
Oh, I don't know.
Did I lose all the peanuts? Did I lose all the...
No, they're all here, mate.
You got 26 out there?
Well, would they all come back?
They didn't go.
They didn't go anywhere, Terry. For some reason, YouTube thought that it was only 3 people watching, but everyone was still talking in the side chat.
Yeah,
that was
Dora
weird.
Nuka. Turn off Randy.
Turn off Randy. I did. I turned him
After
off.
all that. You wait for 15 minutes? Nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole
Press
point of
play.
what we were doing.
Press play.
Oh, no, okay, press play. Right, back to what I was doing.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it'd be something simple.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alan.
Right. It was close. It was close to voice meter.
It's next to it.
I mean, that's the kind of settings you check when I say look at voice meter. I mean, look at voice meter and what Windows is set up to send a voice meter.
Yeah, that's what I did. I thought voice meter. Okay, voice meter comes from here, goes from there, goes to there. Okay, I'll check the settings in Windows to see what's going on there. Yep, and then work my way back and forward. I don't know where this starts actually.
Is debunking conspiracy cats.
Has anyone got any idea where we should be
Brandon
on here?
Toy, nice to see you in, mate. And Conspiracy Cats, as I say, nice to see you in as well. Conspiracy Cats says this should be good, with a smiley face.
Anyway.
And Conspiracy Cats says, go on what? Okay, so Ruhif, here we go. One of Conspiracy Cat's fellow Globe Earthers has come in and said this should be hilarious, and Tricky Woo is here saying we are live. Indeed, we are live. Right, okay, so I guess you want to know where Conspiracy Cat's made his mistake in this. Now, I have to say that the flat earther that did the presentation could have done it a little bit better. Let me put it that way. He did the presentation apparently in Lytham St. Anne's. If I'd have known that, I'd have actually gone along. I didn't even know that the did things like this in these locations. But there we go. He did a flat earth presentation there, and Conspiracy Cats obviously took apart his presentation. Now, you've got to understand that a lot of people that go out of the way to make these presentations in town halls and stuff, they haven't probably done an awful lot of these presentations, so a lot of it's going to be quite sticky. So it was quite easy for Conspiracy Cats to make a little mocking video there. But he did say something that was incorrect. I am going to pick him up on that. By the way, is that a P900 that you have there? That looks like a P900. Pretty awesome. Can you confirm whether or not that's a P900? It looks like one. Might even be a P1000 actually. No, I think it's actually a P1000 by the look of it. Looks bigger than a P900. But anyway, we'll find out. Raki Life says we are live, and Gazlee's in. Nice to see you in. Brandon Cook. Conspiracy Cat says this advert is going on a bit. Hold on, mate. Listen, I know you're eager to find out where you messed up, but listen, I'll get down to it in a moment. Just calm your horses. Here we go. Right. So, we get to a point where we're talking about flights. And I want you to listen to what Conspiracy Cats is going to say here. This is the important part. Now, Conspiracy Cats is going to try and make a claim that the flight paths that this gentleman pointed out would make more sense on a flat plane, and he's going to try and say that that's incorrect. Now, listen to his wording. It's very interesting here, what he says. Here we go.
And your conventional map, let's see what these routes look like. So, here we have Santiago, South America. Yeah? Up to that, the east coast of America, across to the west coast, and down to Sydney. Does that make any sense to you? They're flying twice as... The passengers, it's taking them best part of 3 days to get there. If they can get there in 14 hours, why isn't the plane taking the red line?
Well, there could be a number of reasons the plane is choosing that flight path. For example, economics. Ask yourself, would it be cheaper to have one plane fly all 3 routes, or 3 planes each flying those routes individually?
That's a very good point, and I have to agree with that, actually. I mean, Conspiracy Cats does have a point there. He says that, you know, it could be down to economics, essentially, and that's the reason that these flights take these flights. But listen to what he says now. This is the important part. This is where you screw up, Conspiracy Cats. I am sorry, my friend, but you really do.
Who knows? But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now, what you've got to realise is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything but your red line.
Oh, dearie me. So the fastest point between these 2 points is anything but on a globe Earth. Let's just play that back again so that we get it absolutely in context with what he actually just said. Here we go. Listen to this.
But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now, what you've got to realise is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything but your red line.
Oh, anything but your red line. So if we was to turn this into a globe, so this is on a flat plane, so if we turn this into a globe, it will be point A to point B, which is Santiago to Sydney. It would be anything but on a globe. Okay, let's see if that's actually true. Here we go. So I've actually plotted these points out on Google Earth. Here we go. At the bottom here we have Santiago, and up at the top there we have Sydney. So let's scroll in. Let's have a look at this. So here we have Santiago. There we go. There's Santiago, and let's have a look. Let's follow the red line, point A to point B. So this is on a globe Earth, by the way. And here we have Sydney. So there we have Sydney. So Santiago to Sydney. Now, Conspiracy Cat said that the red line that he put in is anything but the quickest route on a globe. Well. What do we have here? Here we have Santiago, and here we have Sydney. Now, I can't see a quicker route. I really can't. I mean, essentially, I mean, if you look at it from this angle, we are going around the globe, and we're going over the surface of the globe, so we're not actually being able to go through the globe in the land. But essentially, that is the quickest route, Conspiracy Cats. The quickest route on your map.
Can somebody whip out their Google Pro map and draw a line with the right orientation of the globe?
Yeah, I'll do it now.
On your globe Earth, from point A to point B is indeed the same route that he's just pointed out. Now then, if we also put in the routes that he talked about, which is to the east coast and the west coast of America on your globe, this is the route that we would be taking. Here we go. So we go from Santiago down here. Here we go from Santiago. We fly up to the east coast and then to the west coast of America, and then we fly all the way back over here to, what do you know, Sydney in Australia. Okay, so there we go. So this is on your globe map. This is on your globe ball. Now, I'm just going to listen to what you said again, just so that the audience gets this absolutely spot on, and I'm not misrepresenting you in any way, shape or form. Here we go. Listen to what you say.
But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now, what you've got to realise is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything...
The fastest 2 points on a globe...
is anything but your red line.
Is anything but your red line.
Exactly.
Let's listen again. Listen to this again.
Flat map, you distort the picture. And that means
that
the fastest path between these 2 points...
That the fastest point between these 2 points
on a globe is anything but your red line.
Is anything but your red line.
Yeah, he's correct.
Well, Conspiracy Cat. And I can see that you have your...
I have Google Earth set up so we can spin it around and look at it if you want to.
There you go. Because we'll follow this step by step as he goes, so that way we're not jumping around.
It's going to go through the Great Circle route. It'll end up near...
First we'll emulate what Ranty's got up to so far with Conspiracy Cats' red line.
So let's rearrange this so that we have the globe pointing north, shall we?
Yes, shall we?
See, goes to the Great Circle route.
I know it goes for a Great Circle route.
Near Antarctica.
We all know that.
It goes way south because Ranty's red line on his I'm assuming it's a standard type projection of map.
Yeah.
His straight line from A to B goes completely north of New Zealand. The Great Circle goes south of New Zealand.
Yeah, if you make that line straight to us, horizontal, look where South America and Sydney would be on the
look where Antarctica ends up being.
You can actually see the ice.
Yeah. So that'd be the orientation of a straight line, and then when you spin the map, when you spin the Earth around, it ends up curving down.
Yeah, look.
Right,
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you? Cool.
Yep, you don't have to give everybody kisses in chat to make me jealous.
What?
I always give kisses if you notice. I always give kisses.
Okay, so there you go. That's where he's not getting it.
Yep, that's where he's not getting it. Of course, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter which way round we point. North.
No, it's actually the orientation that he's showing on that flat map, because the flat map's showing.
Why is there a picture of Thomas the Tank Engine crossing that landmass?
I see a duck.
I see a dog lying down with its tail.
Yeah, it's a dog now with his tail in the air because he's caught the ball.
It's a duck. Anyone that argues with me, look out. Can we get back now? We've sorted that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. That's just debunking Ranty straight away because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He doesn't know what a great circle is Ranty's problem.
Exactly.
That's his problem.
As soon as I seen the drawing, what he used on the flat map, I'm going, no, that line should be curved down. Okay.
He's a moron.
I think I might have to have a word to him.
Yeah, and
your friends in the chat trying to back you up saying that I've got this wrong. Absolutely not. Your words are absolutely crystal clear. You're saying that on your globe Earth, that the points between Santiago and Sydney, it's anything but the quickest route from point A to point B, and that this is wrong.
Yeah,
so I'm sorry, but you screwed up, mate.
Map.
You screwed up. The guy that did the presentation has it absolutely correct. He plots his route on your globe.
And still can't see it.
Yeah.
He actually draws the Great Circle route, but he can't see it himself.
No.
That's Ranty for you.
Yep.
He'll debunk his flat Earth there and not understand that he's debunking it.
Yeah, but Blue and Cat are in side chat, so keep an eye on what they're saying.
Twice as far. I mean, we can go down to the distances if you like.
He doesn't even orientate the Earth
a path
around
and a line
further
measure.
like
So
we
the line
will.
measure is the distance between point A and point B on your globe. So if we go to the measurements, we have 7,065 miles. That's the distance from Santiago to Sydney. So that's okay on that. And then when we put the path in to actually find out the route that he was talking about, and we go to the measurements, it's 13,695
They're
miles.
two different maps, you dodo.
Okay, so he was right, you were wrong. Your point, your entire point, this point that you're going on about on your debunking of this fellow, has absolutely no point being in your video. Everything from 11 minutes 35 on has no point being in your video. You got it wrong, man up, accept it, and there we go. On
He's
the
a
fly.
dickhead, isn't he?
Right, okay, I'm going to end this stream right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
man
I
up,
will see you
Ranty.
all.
You're wrong. Go on, man up, Ranty, in a minute.
Even the ask about face of the the globe map is what you're usually working it from to the flat map, but yet the flat map's only just a representation, but still the line wouldn't be straight.
There's also another There's another really big legal reason why a lot of airlines have to do Santiago, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Sydney. If they are based in if they are headquartered in the Northern Hemisphere, they are by law not allowed to do direct flights from Sydney to Santiago. So pretty much it's pretty much it. Sydney to Santiago is pretty much limited to Qantas and whatever the Chilean airline is.
Qantas.
It's like Qantas can't do a flight from London to New York. Qantas are not allowed to do flights from London. Couldn't do a flight originating in London and terminating in New York. It's against international treaty.
Well, like at the moment,
what's the problem?
We've got Qantas organising a flight from here to South America to pick up Australians that are stranded.
Yeah.
So their flight's going to go straight.
Yeah. It's all to do with international protection of national. Remember, once upon a time, most of the airlines were nationalised, weren't they? Yeah, national flag carriers and all that. So basically, you can't. It's really difficult for an airline to operate a route that doesn't start in its own in its headquartered country. So you can like Qantas could start a flight in Australia, go to Los Angeles, go to New York, go to London. And people can buy tickets for each of those legs individually, but the flight starts in Australia. Yeah? What Qantas couldn't do is Qantas couldn't just operate an aircraft on the New York-London leg, say. Because that would be against it is actually against international law and treaty. There's all sorts of treaties governing how airlines operate, and you pretty much have to operate routes from your home country, or you have a reciprocal agreement with an airline in a different country. So Qantas could do a deal with some American airline to allow them to fly, say, Sydney Santiago as a route, in exchange for them having routes in some other country. But it's not, it's normally pretty rare for that sort of thing to happen.
I fly Qantas I pay a Qantas ticket to go to India and end up in Singapore, and then from there on it's Singapore Airlines to India.
Yeah, that happens a lot as well, because
Qantas gets to Singapore. That's it.
How cool is that?
Yeah. The airlines have deals with each other so that people can buy a flight, and they're not necessarily going to always fly on an airliner that's being operated by the company that they bought the ticket on, because different companies fly different legs, and it kind of means that airlines can fly aircraft with full, because it costs the airline about the same to fly the aircraft whether it's loaded or not. There's a little bit less fuel used if it's not loaded, but the most cost-effective way to operate an airliner is to have it full of people, because it doesn't really cost you anything more to fly the aircraft full as empty. So the more seats you sell, the more money you make.
Apparently, first class people pay for about 10 rows of seats.
Yeah. But yeah, but the layman forgets that there's lots of international treaties and rules and legislation that governs what airlines can and can't do. And that fact that yes, only Qantas and only an Australian airline or a Chilean airline can technically operate a route that is starting and finishing in those two countries. You can when aircraft have to stop en route to refuel, to refuel. So like the traditional Sydney to London route, which goes through Singapore, and obviously stop in Singapore and some in India and Dubai, and then those routes. Yes, you can buy tickets on individual legs, but you're buying it. It's an aircraft that's flying a route from one place to another. And in fact, if you have to go through the Northern Hemisphere, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Santiago, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Sydney, isn't that bad of a route to do. And there's a big reason why the airline's flying to Atlanta. It's I think it's the biggest hub in the world, biggest interchange hub in the world.
Hello all.
Hello, Casual.
Casual.
Yeah.
We're not bored anymore.
No, I am. Please unboard me.
Oh dear.
Hey, Cash, you wake up, mate.
Yeah, I've woken up again.
You're so bored you went for a sleep. You're so bored you slept.
Pretty much nothing else to do, so I'll go and have a sleep. I was sleepy, so I thought I'd go and have a sleep. Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Well, you just missed out on debunking Ranty.
Oh, okay.
You can do it again if you want.
Is there anything to debunk with Ranty? Is he,
Yeah.
It's just Ranty being his usual, not very clever self.
He doesn't understand the circle route on a globe compared to a flat map.
Oh, poor bugger.
Yeah, he thinks a straight line on a Mercator projection map is the shortest route between any 2 points on the map.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Which means when you draw that line between Sydney and Santiago, it goes north of New Zealand. And when you draw the Great Circle, of course, it goes south of New Zealand. And then he went and drew it on Google Earth, and he went, look, it's a straight line, because he flipped it round until it was a straight line. He didn't even notice the fact that the line went the wrong side of New Zealand.
No, he didn't even. And it went nearly hit Antarctica.
Yeah.
Is there a computer program out there clever enough that's already made up that you can convert a Mercator map to a globe in the program, and you can draw a line on it, and then you can distort the map back to a globe?
I'm sure there must be maps out there that you can draw a line between 2 points and have it on a Mercator projection and have it draw the Great Circle for you.
Then it can convert that to the globe.
Google Pro will
all
do
in the
that.
same program. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that's like, I see a lot of airliners going past here, and they're on their way from Dubai to the east coast of North America.
Yeah, Bo's technically correct. Yes, you can draw a straight line.
Yeah, but if you draw a straight line on a Mercator projection between 2 points that's any distance apart, it's actually a curve on the ground.
Yeah.
And will take you, and will be a longer distance than the shortest distance possible.
Sean said he's going to do that. He's going to do an animation that works with the Mercator map that actually converts to the globe, and you can draw on it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, I suppose technically, of course, since you're constrained to follow the surface, the shortest route between any 2 points is not a straight line because you can't do the chord. You have to follow you have to follow the surface over. So it is always a curved line because 3D space and all.
Oh, that was too easy, that one. Next. I'm getting good at this. Who else we got?
Yeah, I'm liking Google Earth's atmosphere and clouds thing that you can put on there.
I like my internet providers. I've been on an 18-month contract for the last 18 months. Obviously, it's now due to renewal. They've given me an option to renew it for either 18 months at the same price, well, actually cheaper. It's 26 instead of 29 for 18 months, or fixed at 24 months and unable to alter the price. Actually fixed, no charges added or taken away from it. So I just clicked the 24 months one.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting, I'm happy. So can't complain at 26 months, 24 months for 26 quid a month, 80 down, 20 up, but I should be getting the 300 down, 300 up for the same price.
Do you just want to do Flat Earth Aussie Jesus' video and debunk him too?
No, he's already debunked.
Okay.
No, do take my
I was
answer.
going to say, does he even need debunking? Is it an argument that that is?
Well, he's doing the cold moonlight testing, so I don't even think that's worth looking at.
No, we know the moonlight's cold.
It's as bad as he's designed for a perpetual motion device.
Yeah, he hasn't built it. I don't even think he's done a crayon drawing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, if what he said was true, we would have no need for any.
But did he invent? Has he invented the frictionless? Has he invented the frictionless bearings yet?
Ooh, FCA is introduced credit card freezers.
Now that'd be a job. That'd be a job for the professor. Professor, can you work out why we can't have frictionless bearings?
Why? Because the heat, friction.
Yeah, but even the friction is
well, you can have a
because of friction, because you have to pay for the amount of friction that's there in energy.
Yeah.
The closest you can get is magnet.
Even with frictionless bearings, Ross's system won't work because he's trying to take the energy out multiple times.
Yeah,
you can't take the same piece of energy out more than once.
Yeah, it's a very simple law of conservation. Whatever you put in is the best you can ever get out. And if you spread that a few ways, then no, you can't. Impossible.
And he wants to invent the perfect fan blade that's micron thickness between the wall and
Still
circular.
doesn't understand.
Oh.
Expansion.
Professor Phil, he basically wants to build a tube in a circle,
right?
Put a driven fan in there to move the air round and round around the circle, and then put a load of turbines in there to take the energy out of the air, out of the moving air, because the air's got to go around because the fan's pushing it.
Right. Yeah, and he thinks that's going to be perpetual energy, does he?
Yeah, he thinks that's going to output more energy than you input into it.
Oh, so I can put up several wind generators and only use the first one to power it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they'll power all the others, will they?
Yeah, because they'll be blowing. Because they'll be blowing the other ones.
Yeah. That's exactly
because it's all contained in a separate tube, so the air's got to keep moving, hasn't it?
Yeah,
He would not believe me when I said no. The air will just stop moving. You'll just create.
It's like
you'll create a pressure gradient around the tube, but that's about all you'll get.
So technically, what will happen then is that you start the fan up, but then when it gets to the next fan, it will then lose energy. It lose energy. Yeah, it lose energy. And then by the time it gets to the next fan, there's probably not much energy left, and so on and so forth, right?
Exactly. It's like these people who think they can live on breathing air and nothing else. Where do they think the energy comes from? If to lift your arm up, you've got to eat the energy in order for you to have it, so that you can lift your arm up. I mean, you've got to have it in the first place. To be precise, C6H12O6 plus 6C plus 6O2 gives 6H2O plus 6CO2 plus energy. That's the precise equation for eating and breathing. Did I say something rude?
No.
Oh, that's
We're all
right.
thinking.
It reminded me of this. I'll see if I can get an image. Where is it?
So the amazing thing is plants do exactly the opposite.
Yeah, kind of convenient, that, isn't it?
It is fantastic. It's just so it's just so amazing that the plants will do exactly the opposite and precisely what we need. So how this evolution just worked so that so that everything depended on each other. And
so plants produce more energy than they take.
Well, no. So what the plants do is the plants we eat, and then we produce carbon dioxide and energy. The plants take in energy and they convert this energy plus the carbon dioxide into the wood. So
gotcha.
So in other words, they can use the carbon, turn that carbon from a gas into a solid. Just unbelievably beautiful, so elegant.
Yeah, very handy process, and of course a process that us humans would dearly love to be able to replicate.
Yep.
On an industrial scale.
Yep. Yeah.
So that we can remove all that carbon in gaseous form from the atmosphere and convert it back into a solid.
If only we could do that. If only we could do that with. We can turn carbon into carbon dioxide into a solid, except that it'll cost so much money. That's the problem. The problem is how much it costs, not the fact that we can't do it. We can do it.
I should have said cost effectively.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I could easily turn carbon into another product and keep it indefinitely. Trouble is, how much will it cost to do it? And that's the problem.
Yeah, there's one of Ross's inventions.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Amazing. Actually, that coyote is so bloody clever.
Yeah.
I think he's just unlucky because he's
determined. He's very determined.
Yeah, he's very determined. Yeah.
Yeah, it never really quite works out for him, though, does he? He does everything right, but then just never works out.
No.
No, he did. He did actually catch.
Once, yeah, once.
Catch it in the end.
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
Actually, when we were a kid, we had a chimpanzee as a pet, and I can tell you what, this was a smart animal. You know, it could at least as smart as a kid.
And I'm going to say thank you, Terry.
Okay.
I shall be listening. I need to drop and do a few things, but I'll be listening in the background. So thank you. See you later, folks.
See you, bacon dog.
Yeah,
See you, bacon dog.
See you, bacon dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could call him a loin of pork, I suppose, couldn't I?
So he's no longer God then. He's a dog. The reverse of God.
No, he's just hands.
He's a dyslexic god.
Dyslexic dog.
There's a goddess up there.
Hang on a minute. How can a god be flawed? He can't be dyslexic if he's a god.
I can demonstrate lots of different ways that God is flawed. just read the Bible for a bit.
Yeah. Well, you showed me that last night, Casual. Yeah, that seems really funny that when they mention. Yeah, I mean, if it's a god, surely they're 100% perfect, aren't they?
Well, actually, there's some instances in the Bible where it indicates that perhaps God isn't quite so perfect.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming. I don't, I'm not trying to state that is fact, but I just assume a god of some form are perfect.
Supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they claim they'll be perfect.
Which what? You mean the genocide? You mean the genocidal maniac?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I've got a theory on that. On this idea of it. Let's just for the sake of it, just say that that there was a God. Well, this God, why would this God think that humans were any different to any other animals like ants or flies? So if he decided at some stage, you know what, I'm sick and tired of this terrarium, I'm going to start over. Maybe it wouldn't be any different to you if you had one of those. It was full of ants and whatever, and you realise that white ants had found their way into it. You'd have to destroy the whole thing and start all over. So maybe if there was this God, why would this God think that humans are any different to the other animals?
Well, Christians would argue that humans were made in God's image.
Mm.
That's what they would come straight back to. Adam and Eve, special creation, Adam and Eve, and all that kind of thing. So this is this is why the biggest problems come from is particularly with their perception that we are only the only living things in the universe. Where statistically speaking, we're not. We're unlikely to be, and somehow we're kind of special in some way that we could only be the only living human beings in the universe, if you believe in the universe.
Well, religion's always been mistranslated to their own narrative. It depends on how you interpret it. You go to any religion in the world, but it depends on how you interpret it. You can go like good, bad, or go all full mental on religion. It depends. Yeah.
Well, I suppose you could argue as well that the laws, not the laws of nature, are not open to interpretation, but we learn more about the universe and where we fit in the place of things, I suppose, all the time.
Religion.
The way I see it, hang on, let me just finish this point, John. The way I see it, though, if you've got something that's written, then it shouldn't be open to interpretation, but it simply is, because we've got so many different religions, and even within Christian faiths, there's different interpretations depending on which denomination you come from.
Because of the way
that should be the case.
Yeah, it's because of the way it's written. It's almost written with the purpose in mind to make it ambiguous. You'd say, you didn't have to write it like that, and they did.
A lot of the greatest minds were religious, and they, we progressed from that naivety of being told of this. You've got to conform with this belief to actually, having a belief, but progress from that. It's not. There's a lot of religions sort of get all worked up about this is it, this is God, this is the word, but you got to expand from that. This is where the knowledge comes from, instead of boxing yourself in.
I was in a Jesuit seminary when I was 14.
I believe in religion, but I'm not the hellfire type thing. But I know there's universes, moons, and the whole expansion. I don't believe in the 6-day creation or the Noah's Ark and all that type of thing. That's all been misinterpreted. You just got to go from
But this is my point, though, John. Technically, you shouldn't be misinterpreting it. Nobody should be misinterpreting it, because if you listen to certain sects, that you're really an atheist if you listen to what other people are saying. By saying just that. I'm not for saying it. Don't get me wrong. And to be honest with you, I from a democratic point of view, I would defend anybody's right to believe in a religion if they wanted to, but I don't. This is the way I see it. So I'll defend your right to believe to believe what you want to believe without persecution. But the way I see it is that, particularly with an afterlife, is that if you believe there is an afterlife, then I don't think people really live their lives to the fullest in this life. You know what I mean? So if you only get one shot, then you're going to live your life to the fullest. And that's what makes a humanist, and that's why I am. I like to think I'm a humanist. That's what humanists do.
That's if you're logical. But then there's some people who actually believe the Earth is flat. Go figure.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
But remember, if you're a flat earther, even Kent Hovind thinks you're stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now think about to a man. The Indians are all religious. You will not find an atheist Hindu. They have about 1,000 gods. So there's a festival every other week, and temples you can go into. They are very, very religious and superstitious from that point of view. So, and yet they can leave that at the door when they're talking about science. So they don't. Those things don't cross each other. They don't contradict each other. The science doesn't contradict what they believe. They can leave that at the door and just. Because it's mainly for the Indians, religion is mainly a spiritual thing about a way of life rather than a thing that you believe in.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're looking at in history where religion and astronomy crossed over, where religions actually knew where we lived, and the sun, the moon, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
With astrology and stuff.
Well, the religious people were they were the scholars at the time. And that hadn't changed. I mean, still the Jesuits are the scholars of the Catholic Church. You know, it's like in seminary.
Oh, you're breaking up, Phil.
I said when I was 14 years old, I was in a Catholic seminary, and over there studying and science and all of that was what we did. And like I said, I finished my 8th there by the time I was 13.
We got any other fluffs to look at, Peter? Peter gone for dinner or something?
I don't know.
He probably fell asleep. It's 1 o'clock.
There's one bunch of...
It's 1 o'clock already. Jeez, this was a late stream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If
you want to guarantee to throw up, watch Nathan.
He's awake.
Yeah, I don't want to... I don't know if I've got anything I can watch. Yeah, well, I'm trying to save... I'm trying to save tomorrow night. I'll try to save these other ones that are in Shill Your Shit for tomorrow night.
The D-Marble.
Somebody here might have had a video go live earlier.
Really? Okay, I'll have a look in Shill Your Thing and see if I
Someone
can
else put 2 up today.
Oh, I found a time lapse that was brought out on the 8th.
What we got? G-Marble just posted something.
What's the 10th?
There was a time lapse. There was a time lapse that was that went live on the
I've seen it.
9th of April, and it was the night sky of the 8th and 9th, because obviously I can't do the night sky of the 9th and 10th and publish it on the 9th, can I?
Can I make a suggestion? Can
Yes.
you guys just be quiet and let Pip talk so I can see that picture a bit closer?
Oh, I can fix that. I can fix that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll show you how I fix it. Whoops, not that way.
Oh, that's better.
Oh.
There you go. That's better.
I thought there was a way of doing it. I know there's a way of doing this.
Oh, it's on. We can see that now.
Oh, that crashes.
Yeah, there you
go.
Hey, Crash, there you go, mate.
Oh, where's Crash?
I can't see my avatar.
Crash, you got your avatar sorted out? Yeah, I usually be able to pin the... I know you can pin it somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you're talking.
When you're talking, we can see her.
Yeah, but I should be able to pin it. There's a thing here where you can do that.
Yeah, go to speaker view and.
Yeah, I'm on speaker view.
Pin video, and then right click and pin video.
Oh, right click.
Oh, that's you.
Texas pigs.
Sorry, click the 3 dots. Oh, you can only do it for people who've got video playing. You can't do it for a static image. Bugger.
Okay.
I've no camera, so if I click the video, I don't know what would happen.
Okay.
Well, it's not a video, so what you would have to do is you'd have to load it up to Zoom as a background to use in the camera.
No, you double
cover
click
the camera over and then do it that way.
You double click it. You double click their avatar. And it's pinned, and now
I thought you could.
Yeah, now it's pinned.
Yeah.
I can't make it any I can't make it any bigger though.
Oh, okay, it's still not there, but yeah, never mind.
Well, that's how you put it in this.
There it is. There it is. As soon as Pip says something.
Yeah, well, Phil, in the Zoom app, you can double click in the
your own
double,
Zoom, yeah.
You can double
yes,
in your own Zoom. You can double click on. You can double click on Pip, and then it'll pin it to yours, so that that's all you see.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yep, that worked.
There.
Hey guys, have you noticed in the side chat, if you click on somebody's name, you can't go to the YouTube channel anymore? Cheers for that, Sean.
Oh no, you can't. It's just report or block.
Yeah.
Huh.
Bloody YouTube.
I
Thanks
got a
for that,
message.
Sean. Anyway, Sean pointed that out in the side chat.
I got a message saying that QE wants to talk to me.
Shout at you, more like.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother, Phil. Don't go there.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what the hell.
No.
Just reply back, says no, you're wrong.
Okay.
Don't need to. You're wrong. Let him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know who this Q is. QE
The
is.
one that came up with that bloody black swan thing.
He's a shouty guy.
Okay.
He gets upset when he's wrong.
The one that does the presentations with Oakley.
I presume he's got a channel, has he? That you can go to?
He's always on Oakley's. Don't know. But I wouldn't go near him with 10-foot pole. It's not worth it.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
They'll just make an absolute fool of you. So it's not worth it.
Oh, okay. No use doing this. No point.
He is Nathan Oakley, .2.
Yeah. He's not interested in what I would say anyway. He just wants to.
Not in the least.
Okay. All right.
No.
I wonder what he wants to talk to about.
He just wants that what was it? The special feeling that he spoke to you.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Probably, yeah. Or shouted that.
Oh, so he said I debunked the professor or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him the time to any satisfaction.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that tip.
You're welcome. Yeah, QE, South streamy guy with Gmail presentations with a massive amount of emojis.
Yeah. He polishes balls for a living. Good one, Irish dude.
Go away, clouds. Good clouds.
Yeah, well, the period of a full moon isn't exactly the best time to be doing
No. You
time
noticed
lapses in the night sky.
You noticed the moon isn't as bright as it was we were looking at it. Was it last month or the month
Forgot
before,
it's a red moon tonight. We've missed it. It was 11 o'clock.
Oh, we had it yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the moon was rather red for us just recently.
Yeah, red moon tonight. Yeah.
I tried to get some pictures, but they're all rubbish.
Yeah, your sunset one you posted today,
Yeah,
Alan.
it's funny as a width.
Sunrise.
Sorry, sunrise. Yeah, beg your pardon.
You always get it wrong, casual.
No, I don't.
Well, not always. Not always.
No, I don't. Not always. Just a lot of the time.
Yeah. Leave Casual on. He's a good bloke. Come on.
Oh, John, thanks, mate.
I'm going out to have a quick look. I'll report what I find.
Well, I still got the sun in the sky somewhere.
Tomorrow.
Toes. I was going to share some. When you finish, Terry, I'll share some pictures from the moon last night as well. Which is the reason why the clouds are lit up so brightly.
Shady, we just know him as that utter twat with the education level of a fruit fly.
Pip.
Yeah.
Pip, I want you to apologise to fruit flies the world over right now.
Yeah.
It wasn't said it was General Shady.
I was halfway drinking then, and I almost spat it out. Almost did an Alan.
Crash
nice.
wants us to play McToon's debate.
Which debate?
I watched the
Should
debate
I let
one. I
him
watched
in?
most of it. It was very funny, I must admit.
Should I let him in even though he hasn't got his avatar and it's been his third strike, you're out rule?
Oh,
No,
I
don't let him in. No, no,
Are you doing this live? Are you doing this live, John?
Hey,
who's presenting this?
Alan.
Oh, it's Alan's, is it? Are you doing this?
No, I took the photo last night.
Oh, right.
And that is
so good.
And that is what you would expect to see from a P1000. Oh, you actually no, you can't get that close with a P1000 because that's a bit over the equivalent of 3,000 millimeters.
That's beautiful.
When did you buy a P900, Alan?
I didn't.
Sorry, no, you didn't.
But
I'm
using kit that's older but miles better than a P1000.
Oh hell yeah!
And costs about the same because the 150-600 zoom that I use can be picked up secondhand for £600 to £700 from a retailer, but they're only £800 new.
Yeah.
And the camera body that was hanging on it was between £100 and £150 secondhand, again from a dealer.
If you're in Australia, the moon is straight up about 12:30.
Is that the stuff that maybe was all on sale, half off?
I have my green screen, Terry.
Yeah.
Oh damn! He got in. Damn it! No, Crash. I didn't crash. I'm only joking. Crash. How are you?
Oh, we nearly did.
Curly fries.
We nearly did.
Hey,
curly fries. Curly fries for everyone.
I'm never going to look at a pig the same way again, let alone a curly fry.
Oh, you finally got a chance to watch that debate. Did you?
Most of it, not all of it, but most of it.
Crash
Did you at least?
It's not upside down. It's the same way up as where you live.
Well, yeah, I was just playing Flurf and being an ass because I wasn't in the call.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, I was going to congratulate actually Alan. He's got the moon up the right way around, and compared to our Australian friends, who always seem to get it upside down. Don't really know why.
So, how do the Flurfers explain that then?
Magical rotating moon.
Magical.
No, well, I've had one Flurfer say it's a bit like sticking a coin up in the ceiling and going from one side of the living room to the other side of the living room.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
But the coin always looks oval though because angles.
Exactly.
Yeah, you still see the one side of it, don't you?
And actually, you can see that is actually just past the full moon because you can see the terminator line just starting to creep over on the right-hand side up near sort of 1-2 o'clock, can't you?
Yeah, filming was Wednesday night. That's when I tried to get.
Well, that was Wednesday night. I think the full moon was actually Monday or Tuesday.
It's still very bright right now and almost right ahead.
Yeah, well, it is.
I looked out the night before last. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was casting a very prominent shadow on my wall. That was it was casting on. It was, you could see it really clearly.
It's well, of course, it's at perigee, isn't it, at the moment?
Hello, Carlos. Do you want the link? What
Hola,
link do you want?
Carlos. It's a long time no see.
Yeah. What link do you want, Carlos?
It's
Is that
good
Mr.
and
Gadget?
close to us.
Is that Mr. Gadget?
Is that
Yeah,
Carlos?
that's Mr. Gadget.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, Carlos has got the link. I thought he had a link last time. Well, haven't you got the key to the special place, Carlos? Give us a look.
Remember, you took them off everybody before.
Carlos also believes that curly fries are still made from potatoes.
Supposed to be.
No.
Apparently, Fact Hard has a citation, and Mr. Victory says they're not.
Oh, another debate coming on then.
Who did that? I didn't realise that was turned on.
How come I can't do that?
You
forgot
can,
to take the
Terry.
man and the moon filter out of it, Alan.
It's hard to do with a mouse.
I'm doing
didn't
something
realise
else.
annotations
I'm
was on.
missing out on all the
What?
fun. I'm looking for Carlos. Where are you, Carlos? Are you online in Discord? So I can
The
find
next
you?
food debate that we're going to have on Tunes is going to be pineapple on pizza.
Jump in Discord voice
I'll
chat
do that
so
debate.
I can grab you. Otherwise I've got to chase you all through the lists.
What's the man in the moon? Good picture, Alan.
Good old Lurkio. I assume
Of course,
that's
I could
Lurk.
just. Of course, I could just do. I could just be cruel. I could just do.
Yeah, I'm giving you Zoom, but you've got to put yourself in a place where I can find you to get your name.
Carl's away, mad.
Not in offline.
You what?
Carl's away.
Al's away.
Carl. Lurkio.
Oh.
I just found you in a
Oh, he's
minute
gone,
ago.
is he?
Yeah,
Who's
he's
doing
doing
all? Who's doing the drawing then?
Oh, there you
I don't know
are.
what that
Oh,
There you are,
that's you
Carla.
doing the drawing, was it?
I don't know what that scribble is. That wasn't
Go
me.
down, go down to Oz Squad, Carlos.
I just, yeah. It seems you can actually turn it on and off yourself. So, because there is a disable participants annotation option.
Alright.
And also, I've got the thing up there. It's supposed to show your names when you annotate, but
And mute yourself in Discord when you join Zoom.
Happy Easter on it.
Oh.
For somebody whose name is
when
Mr.
you join
Gadget,
Zoom,
he has a-
Carlos, mute yourself in Discord.
Crash was saying something just then.
Sorry, I'm
For
sorting
somebody-
people out here.
For somebody whose name is Mr. Gadget, he has an awfully hard time with electronics. Just saying.
Just saying.
I can't even hear him in Discord.
Oh, I have him on Discord now.
Left them in. I don't know who drew that. It wasn't me.
I don't know.
How do you get to
I
the?
can't do
How
that.
do you do that?
I thought it was
How do I
moon
get the
cubes.
Zoom link?
annotations was turned on.
Yeah, but how do I draw? Where's the tool for it?
No, Alan's
I've turned it off.
turned it off.
Alan's a party pooper.
What? How can he turn it off?
Because
I've turned it back on now.
Because the new Zoom, Terry, you've got control of your own whatever you're presenting.
Oh, I wanted to draw.
You can now.
There's also an option for sharing the computer sound. I haven't seen that one before either.
Yeah, it's so that you can.
Look.
Can't draw a mouse.
Let's see. Who needs an avatar when I have all these lovely automatic virtual backgrounds? And Pip likes my beard.
No, Pip doesn't like beards.
Hey, I'll draw a person on the other side. He's looking over the top of the moon.
Gilroy was here.
I've just been squished by a moon. Okay, who threw it?
Oh, pancakes. That's it.
Happy Easter.
Easter. There's a holiday?
Is that the dodo?
No,
Or that-
it's not a duck. I thought it was a duck.
Seriously, how do I get that Zoom link?
I gave you the key to the special place, Carlos, down in Oz Squad.
Well, look, I am Mr. Gadget. I'm not Mr. Know how to use Discord. Not Mr. Software.
Hello,
Oh,
Carl.
is that a definitive line for you,
You
Carlos?
mean I've got to
can
go
work?
do this all for you, Carl? I'll go to Oz
Yes.
Squad for you. I'll copy the Zoom link. You've been here before.
Yeah, but I don't know. Last time somebody sent it to me through a private message on Discord.
Yeah, me probably. Yeah, me. Who else
You
would
go
do
down
it?
to this.
I'm the only
All
one
you
that's
gotta
got
do
it.
is- All you got to do is scroll down to the special
And you even
place,
got an
Carlos.
avatar when you came in last time. You were that clever.
Yeah, scroll down to where?
I've already sent it to you in a DM, but you've got the Oz Squad link channel down below, where when you go in there, you'll find the link for the Zoom. So I DM'd it to you anyway.
Found it.
Carlos. Carlos is a special
And if you've
kind
still
of
got
tech
the
guy.
same settings as you did last time, you'll come in with your avatar. Yep, you're right. Now mute yourself in Discord.
Yeah, follow directions, Carlos.
Disconnect, doesn't matter either way. You finished drawing on this moon yet?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not the one sharing.
Balance.
I mean, I can stop the share. That's easy.
What's that blue squiggly thing in the middle meant to be?
That's
Yeah,
what
I've
it's
done
standing
that.
on.
It was water under the duck.
Oh, clearly.
Do we have to
yeah.
explain everything to you, Casual?
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Don't you know there's water on the moon?
Did the duck do a piddle?
I didn't know there was a duck on the moon either.
Yeah.
I'm losing. Whoa.
Of course
I'm
there
losing.
is.
I'm losing faith in Casual's space knowledge as we speak.
I lost faith
Didn't
in
you
your space knowledge a long time ago, Crash. In fact, with any.
I don't have any. I admit that openly.
Stick with bacon though. You're good at that. You're all right with bacon.
Yes. Did you watch far enough to where Factard's own citation debunked him?
No, I don't think I got quite as far as that. No, not yet.
Or to where he said a bagel was the same as a donut because they're both the same shape.
No, I didn't get to that.
Yeah.
Looks like the water didn't find its
different
own
mixture.
So you've moved to San Francisco now, then, have you, Crash?
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah.
Nah,
Go
I can do this too.
You should be able to do the same thing I do, Crash. When you eventually find what did you call it, Alan? The thing I'm using, the media.
I've got an avatar.
No, you don't. You don't have to have an avatar. You got the other choice of doing what I do, and what Alan does.
He's on a phone, Terry.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
You can't do it on a phone.
No, not on an iPhone anyway.
Oh.
It will be changing next week. I ordered my new computer this morning, so yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because no, just using iPhones is just wrong. It's just don't do that. Don't do it.
When I broke my phone, the only phone I have is Nicole's. So she has an iPhone. I hate it. I'm an Android guy. So yeah.
Yeah. Glad to hear it.
But apparently,
you've gone up in my estimations a bit more, Crash. You're doing well.
Casual. That's the first thing you've said right this year.
I'm not sure to take that as a compliment or an insult. I'll take it as both and laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, just laugh. Best plan.
But, I just jumped in for a minute to see what my upside down buddies are doing. We're going to the store before stuff gets stupid this afternoon, and there's a line.
Well, you're lucky you caught me because I'm not usually here this time of night. I was going to finish up. We're only just doing a random board. We're all bored. Even Casual was bored. He went to sleep, then woke up and we were here.
Yeah, and I'm still bored.
Casuals, how can you be married or bored when you're getting ready to get married, bro?
I'm not getting married. I'm just got engaged. This is going to be for a while, yeah.
He's just pretending he's going to get married.
Yeah, I'm just at the moment, we're just pretending, yeah. I haven't even planned the wedding or anything yet. Not even thought about when it's going to be or what it's going to look like or anything.
Nicole was talking about getting married at Disney World and inviting everybody there.
Everybody in Disney World.
What, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and
what?
Everybody from everybody from Discord that we know online that could make it. She was thinking about doing that sometime next
All right,
year.
okay.
Which one? Florida or California?
Is Nicole
Florida.
going to invite? Is Nicole going to invite you, Crash?
I don't know. No, apparently she found a package deal where she could live the whole Disney princess experience in the castle on the park and have everything catered to us, and not just know it's going to cost me a whole shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Wow. Just have a backyard Barbie, mate.
It costs enough just going to Disney World, let alone
just
having a wedding there.
Yeah, well, that's kind of was in my head actually, John. I was thinking of just having a Barbie around my backyard. And that was it.
Surprisingly, if we do the package she was looking at, it was us and 50 guests, and if you did the math for the week, it comes out cheaper to buy the wedding package than it does just to go to the park.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
So, and they provide everything. Everything except her wedding dress is provided by the park.
Well,
even the geisha girls.
Man, I'm sure I could find you somebody when you came over for this. At least we'd be like 1,300 plus miles away from my shop, so I wouldn't have to worry about you sneaking off in the middle of the night.
Who said I'd be going to your wedding? I'd be heading straight to your workshop.
and as a responsible human being, I wouldn't let Mad go by himself.
Of course, yeah.
I know
Peter.
you two got on the flight. Oh, we changed them tickets for Chicago, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, Professor Bell thinks you're a flatty. Can you pull that off?
He's already having issues with technology, so, you know.
He's muted at the moment.
Yeah, he's got to be a flatty if he's having issues with technology.
Yeah. All this time I thought he wasn't one.
All that shouting to get in and he's not even speaking. Come on.
Come on, Carlos, say something. It's the magical button that looks like a microphone. You just got to click it.
Hey, go off, man.
Can you unmute him, Terry? Or is he
No, I can't unmute. I can't unmute. If you've muted yourself, I can't unmute you.
I'm getting hollered at, so I got to jump out of here, guys. You guys have a good one.
Okay, Crash.
All right, Crash.
Hey,
See you later.
Crash.
Have a good
All
one.
the best, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Carlos is just standing there looking at us with a blank expression on his face.
Like flatty or a globy?
I'm guessing Phil's asking because
he is a globy, but he's yeah.
he's got flat
Carlos is in communication.
Phil doesn't know that.
No way he'd
Phil
be a flatty.
Phil doesn't know that.
No, looks like a flatty, but he's not. Okay.
Yeah, he's a flatty.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Aren't you, Carlos?
Yeah, different flatty.
Yeah, he's a flatty. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, while he's not
Carlos.
talking, he can be called a flatty.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be working at the
So
Not
what's
like
your,
I'm not
so
working.
so Carlos, what's your proof of flat Earth? See, there you go. He's a flatty.
Yeah. Yeah, none. That's a bit like your really good flat Earth proof video, Terry.
Oh yeah, don't
Excellent
forget Peanut Gallery. Go and watch my flat Earth proof video. You'll find all the flat Earth proof in 12 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Top 10 hits. Yep.
And the second version, I brought out. I brought out a second version, which was a bit edited, just to cut out some boring bits.
Yeah, you and your missus talking.
I thought I heard a rumor, Terry, that you got a strike on those sections and you had to cut them out because of YouTube.
Oh, the first one got a copyright strike. Yeah, a couple of the videos. Yeah.
You should have seen the bloopers, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to bring out an unedited director's cut.
Crickets.
Crickets. Yeah, crickets.
I can't do crickets.
Yeah, I know. Alan usually has all the crickets ready to go, but he hasn't at the moment. Is Carlos giving us the silent treatment for some reason?
Obvious.
He's not even typing anywhere.
Underlay.
Underlay. Arriba. Yeah.
Underlay's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, proper underlay, not that bloody
Underlay.
paper shite
Underlay.
they put on the floor.
Yeah.
I had a right go at a carpet bloke. He come round to lay a carpet at my house.
Dave's got to go and pretend to clean up the garage.
Hello.
Here he is.
Carlos, it's not Halloween.
Oh,
He's got no audio.
Oh, now he's giving me the finger.
I'm putting up 5G, are you, Carlos?
Oh, he's at work.
Oh, you're at work. That's why you can't talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I heard him. Thought I heard him. You're very faint though, Carlos.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's better.
That's
Just talk a bit
That's
louder.
better. Where you been lately? We haven't heard from you for a while.
I'm sorry, guys. I've been busy making all that money.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, but not now. You're supposed to be in lockdown.
I was in lockdown actually for 14 days.
Was somebody sick in your house?
No, neighbor. He's elderly, and I had to go help him one day, and then found out that he was positive.
Oh.
Oh.
So, but it's been 14 days, and I'm healthy. So.
Is he doing all right?
Well, unfortunately, he's still at the hospital on a ventilator. So.
Oh dear, it's not well. It's not good then.
Yeah.
Oh well, I hope he pulls through, mate.
Me too, because his caretaker was positive, and of course he was too. And but he's been there on the ventilator for at least almost 2 weeks now, and he hasn't worsened, but he hasn't gotten better either. So I don't know what's going on.
He's fighting. He's fighting.
You got any idea how they got it? Like, if you trace back to where they've been?
All I know is that the caretaker's mom had tested positive, and then the caretaker started feeling bad, and then she stopped, coming to his house to attend, and then he got bad. So, yep.
Yeah, because we're tracing where ours has been coming from. So I've been looking at you guys over there, and I'm thinking, how does it get from there to there to there? Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But
it's very sad.
It is, but I'm back at work. I'm an essential employee. So.
Well, you're not in contact with anyone really, so you're right then. Yeah.
I mean, I go into people's homes if I have to, and as long as everybody's healthy. So, yeah. I mean, I can't tell you much about what's going, whatever we're doing, but all I can say is that we're essential, so we gotta keep people connected. So.
You look young and fit.
Long as you got your job and you got toilet paper, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful because I actually am able to still go to work, and that's a blessing in this time. So.
Yeah.
Being employed anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry.
Hello.
Good morning, Global Mom.
I heard voices in my head again.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Professor
trying
Phil.
to get to the special.
Yeah.
All right, Professor Phil. Why has India got such a low catch rate? Or have they just not released the figures yet? Would it be anything to do with the hot climate? Because Australia's the same, and the Middle East seems, less numbers.
No,
I think it was a stray cat from Australia that spread this mess.
Yeah, we can trace it to the boats, mainly the boats that came in.
The reason is the Indians did a total lockdown almost immediately.
Oh right.
It's got nothing to do with how hot it is. Look at Spain.
They didn't muck around. They just said, bang, nobody's allowed here. I was just ready to go, a week away from going back to India, and they cancelled my visa immediately. So that's why. They didn't wait for Trump. They didn't wait for they didn't wait for Aussies. They were way ahead.
Right. So it's just because they locked down quicker.
They just locked it down complete, and not just a little knockdown. They really, it's very, very strict. You absolutely cannot leave your house over there unless you have a very, very good reason.
That's brilliant then. That's because that could have gone really rife over there, couldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The Indian government did a fantastic job of, considering 1.3 billion people there.
Exactly. Yeah. That's brilliant.
You got the key, Phil.
Well, if you think about in India, where people are living in such huge numbers of such close proximity, in some very poor
they knew that
it's going to be rife. Yeah,
it would have been an absolute disaster. And you got to remember with Indian culture, almost everybody has some old person living with them.
Yeah.
Infirm person. It's because it's the culture. You look after it's the done thing to look after your elderly. They don't put them in nursing homes.
Well, that was the same problem with Italy. They do tend to live together in quite large groups, and the same sort of thing as well. They don't really have care homes. You look after your elderly parents or your elderly, grandparents or great grandparents. And also they do have one of the highest elderly population. In the not the highest in the world, but the highest in Europe anyway. One of the top in the world. Same.
By the way, there's a little unknown thing with Indians because of the way they do toiletry and all that is they are forever washing their hands. Right. It's just a thing that happens many, many times a day that they'll wash their hands. So they're quite unlike us. Food hygiene is really, really good. I'm not surprised at all.
So that's cool. Yeah. I was just curious because I was looking at the figures and I thought, how come India hasn't been hit?
No, they were smart. I guess they knew straight away that this is what's going to happen. If with their population, there would be just no stopping it. It would just be unbelievably bad. So they just said no, forget it, lock it all down, and they have.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was considering about the sort of like the shanty towns in Africa and things like that, but I suppose a lot of people don't actually visit them from the outside.
No, that's right. They're true.
Probably reasonably safe. But
if I'm walking around Bangalore or somewhere like that near the centre over there, I'll be very, very lucky. Except for the people, the Westerners who work in the centre like me. There are no Westerners around. You go to Mumbai and you'd be really, really lucky to see somebody. If you go to some of the other, like Hyderabad, you're not going to see any Westerners.
Right,
yeah. So it's pretty unusual. So the only other visitors they get are expat Indians from other countries. But again, it's they just stop them. So no Indian can go back to India. Okay, that's how bad it. That's how.
So they're locked out as well.
Completely. Nobody in, nobody out.
Nobody in, nobody out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, not even if you're a citizen.
Yeah.
No. If you were given a certain amount of time, and then you have to go to quarantine for a month, and then if you didn't go within that time, I think that's it. You couldn't go at all. So.
Pretty strict.
Very, very strict. Very strict. You can't. There's no going outside. There's no shops. There's nothing like that. So it's just people are special groups are hand delivering food and stuff like that. Which so it's not like you can go out. We over here we can still go to Bunnings or something like that. Forget it. That doesn't happen over there. Nothing like that. Food will be delivered to you and dropped at your door.
That's cool.
Yeah, so when this dies down, I think they'll probably be one of the quickest nations to get back into gear.
Yeah. So I see they've opened Wuhan up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's letting go now.
Yeah, I mean that's what happened. You know, as soon as there's insufficient hosts, the thing has to die. It's just a matter of statistics. And really, that's because there's no vaccine at the moment. We got no choice but wait for it to die. Got no choice.
The next one is going to be worse.
Yeah, except hopefully, you know, because there was a lot of complacency, especially in America, you know, and Europe about this. I mean, it's going to happen again, but you'd hope that that people have learnt, you know, and said, "Oh, right, okay." In today's world, where the world is so small, you know, anybody can go anywhere in a few hours. It's you know, this was bound to happen. Bound to happen, and hopefully the complacency is not going to be there anymore. I think it's going to change everything. I think this will change a lot of lives.
I find it fascinating how it can actually work out. I don't know how it's doing it, but how it actually transforms itself so it can actually evolve to a stronger strain, as it were.
Yeah, they insidious things, you know, because they use the machinery of your own cell. They hijack you to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Seems a bit counterproductive, though.
The way, Matt, that it mutates is pretty clever, actually, because what it actually does, it doesn't know what's going to work the best. It mutates no matter what.
Yes.
Every time that it moves from one host to another. Sometimes it mutates so little that it's virtually the same every time, but every now and then it will just mutate somewhat. Somewhat. And sometimes that new strain will be very prevalent. Other times it will be less prevalent. Obviously, the less prevalent ones will die off. The more prevalent, the more viral ones will go viral. Literally.
If you want this in a nutshell, it's evolution on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But I just find that fascinating how it can do that. You know, how it actually evolves. But I suppose you're basically watching nature.
If you think about it,
accelerated, basically.
If you think about evolution, that's what it is. It's exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah. Evolution really accelerated. Yeah.
Yep. Accelerated. Yeah. Evolution on steroids. It really is.
Yeah.
Same thing when they using Roundup to knock out weeds. A lot of the weeds mutated to be resistant
be
to
immune
Roundup.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rats are very good at dispelling poison very quickly.
Yeah.
Rats, they're a fascinating creature if anyone wants to look into them. But yeah, you can put poisons down, and in the next 2 or 3 generations, rats will be immune to it. And then you got to find another one to kill them with. It's
just like
a strong breed.
With the human body louse, for a while, permethrin was used to kill them off, you know. But it didn't take long, and then they became resistant to that. And so treating it was even harder all of a sudden, because now, you know, hey, your miracle permethrin just doesn't work anymore.
No. Yeah. The constant fight on our hands.
Well, that's life. It wants to live. So yeah.
Unless, of course, we all walk around in our own self spacesuits, so you know we're isolated from the atmosphere.
That might be kind of fun. We could all pretend we're on the moon.
Evolution is a virus. A virus do says. We started from bacteria, didn't we? Yeah. You know, life.
Amino acid and protein.
Yeah. That's yeah, it's a fascinating thing.
Just didn't pop out from nowhere. It evolves.
Yeah, just constantly evolves. Yeah.
I think it all just evolved just so it could get on YouTube.
Look what happened. It developed flatties.
Yeah. They're just such a little just so demanding for attention. It's like, oh, I gotta get on YouTube, That's about 1 billion years away. I don't care, I gotta get on YouTube. Oh man.
Yeah, it's has anyone heard of any of the flatties getting this illness?
Oh, what's his name? No, he well, this guy didn't get it, but he got himself on the news for trying to spread it. Globe Earth Fokker or Flat Earth Fokker.
Oh, he got arrested, did he?
Well, he's under investigation at the very least because he's filmed violating the separation order at his yoga studio and going into a hospital and coughing on people because it's going to go look for where if the virus is real. And the idiot put it all on YouTube, and he not only got
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he got the attention of like the government for that and the police. So I don't think we're going to be hearing from him for a while.
Does anyone know what happened to Marilyn's spirit level? Have you heard of her?
No.
Okay. Oh, this
Marion's spirit level.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a crazy. She really is a crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. She was crazy enough. It was quite entertaining to watch her. But she had a run-in with the law, and since then she's just disappeared.
Yeah, sorry, Irish do. I misread it. But mutating to be resistant, quite possibly.
No, I haven't heard that one, Professor.
No, ain't heard of her.
Yeah, her name is Marilyn's spirit level Steed.
Wow, spirit level.
Yeah. Maybe she did find the edge of the flat Earth and she fell off.
Yeah.
He got his business shut down. License pulled.
Yeah.
What news report? Quit asking me to sprinkle.
Oh, about Flat Earth Fokker. I think it was some guy like in the government, established, that basically just said, well, this idiot, just kept calling him an idiot.
Well, he's correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's cool. No, I didn't. Someone said Thompson's feeling under the weather. Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, Jose's going live soon too. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying for everyone out in the peanut gallery, I'm not saying I want flatties to catch it. I hope they don't. I just wonder if anyone actually did, so they knew how bad this was. That was all. I won't wish it on anyone, regardless of their beliefs.
I actually had it. It was pretty rough. I'm just glad I got through it without serious injury.
Yeah, the flu's bad enough to get it. Getting flu, that's bad enough. But yeah,
at least with the flu, you can breathe mostly.
Yeah, exactly. This thing just attacks your lungs and just keeps gnawing away, doesn't it?
Really makes you put things in perspective when suddenly it's difficult to breathe.
Yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah, I've had that all my life. Not pleasant.
And hello, philosopher, by the way. Sorry I was out when you came in.
Oh, hello. I did. Oh, keep changing your name there.
Why do you keep nicking my seat, dog? As soon as I get up, you sit in my seat. You're not
because
a cat.
it's warm.
Silly dog.
I had a cat that would do the same thing. So I'd shoo the cat off, and then the cat would just get on my lap again and be like, "Okay, really? You just."
Yeah.
But then,
This doggy does. That's my neighbor's dog.
Well, one thing dogs can't do that a cat can do is when you're wearing jeans, and the cat, she really did not want me to get up. She was like, "No, I'm comfortable in your lap. No, you're mine." So I'd just be like, "No, I got to stand up." So I'd stand up, and then I'd just have a cat clinging to my jeans. She's like, "No, I'm not getting off your lap. I don't care if you're walking." So I walk all the way to the kitchen, all the way back, sit down. Cat never left my jeans.
That'd be hilarious.
She was determined.
That's no good. I'm going to have pancakes.
Ooh, flat pancakes.
Yeah, proper American pancakes. Yeah. Not them thin, horrible crepe Suzettes.
Dropped scones.
Bit of honey on that, mate.
Or scones, yes, Pip. Same mixture.
They're
just
called
bigger.
dropped scones here.
Yeah, just bigger.
Yeah.
You know, like the size of the frying pan.
Crumpets, we call them.
What do you call them?
Crumpets.
Comforts.
Crumpets.
Oh, No, they're not crumpets.
In Scotland, we call big pancakes crumpets.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, you do, but they're not crumpets.
No. But that's what we call them.
But that's what you call them.
Depends how you cook them. They could be hockey pucks.
Hockey pucks. Yeah, that's drop scones. 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 It's a scone when you buy it, and it's a scone after you've eaten it.
But if you nail them to the wall, it's a sconce.
It's in the wrong place if you nail it to the wall. Oh, I do like scones. Scones. No, you can't have a cup of coffee, dog. Doesn't matter how much you beg, you can't have a cup of coffee. No.
Do Americans call scones biscuits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not sweet covers.
No, they're made without sugar.
The back of
But
this
yeah.
with a
Bloody dogs.
I thought the sound was gone again. I was just over on Jose's checking, but there's no sound coming out of his live stream. I was just checking to
I thought
make
you were
sure.
going to say something else then, Terry. No
What?
sound coming out of his backside.
What?
What? Hey?
What? Who?
What? Who? When? What? Where?
Over there, mate.
I was just checking.
This
the
global
sound. See,
pandemic.
The sound's working. Yeah, see the sound's working perfect. And then I'm on over on Jose's and there's no sound. Does he know?
Probably having your trouble, mate.
They're saying sound is good as it is.
Yeah.
He's working on it.
How can you tell when someone hasn't got sugar in their coffee? By the look of the face they pull.
Check.
Huh?
Check
Who?
1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah, that's Jose.
Hey, Jose, mate. Hey.
He can't hear you.
Son of a bitch.
bugger.
We gotta figure it out. Damn it. All right. Damn it. All right, let me set this up. Good. For some reason, it just didn't want to work out. A little refresh fixed it.
Jose should do that song. That
All
Italian
right.
geezer.
Setting myself up over here in my chair, back in my chair again. Well,
We listen to Jose now, are we?
I just want to see if he gives
ladies and gentlemen,
gives a shout
we
out.
are live after a little hiccup over there. Technical difficulties. Still getting used to the new setup, but it's been working out last 2 days. I'm happy with it. Jose J.G. Gonzalez in the house. From Florida to the YouTube universe.
You're not
Please
in the
hit
house,
the
Jose.
like.
You're outside.
Yeah.
Please hit me up on the super chat. Hit me up on PayPal. Check out my secondary channel. Join my Discord server. We should be all right now. Healthy and strong stream now. Let me pump it up to 720.
Oh, healthy
720
and strong
should
stream.
be just
Shouldn't
fine.
have held it so long.
You have video, you have sound, and I have happiness due to having video and sound. So, perfect. This is great. 420.
Okay,
yeah,
so now we
420,
just
do
need
it.
somebody to
140. Yeah,
broadcast.
let's do it too. Let me
Broadcast
refresh.
Ozzie's
I'm
stream.
trying to see over here on the stream how it looks. Damn, what the hell do we have an ad? There you go. We're fine. Woo! You only see some guy. That's what you should be seeing. Just some random guy. Video, sound, and common sense. Well, I see a few numbers. I see 420. I see 409. That's not the amount of people watching or the amount of thumbs up that we have. So how many thumbs up do we have that I can shake? And it's showing me I got 22 likes and we got 48 people watching. So that's about 0.5%. So please, the Manduzo effect with Brian Stabley. What the hell? That's a funny name. Well, thank you everybody
Matt,
for
how
being
come
here.
you're not playing Crossout?
Let's do a proper shout out. And thank you for being here to the people. I'm starting all the way up. It's the beginning and then I'm scrolling down. And the first person was Stone Monkey 3D was in the house. Or is it? Lori Letia Ho. C4. Yed. Shout out to C4. Yed it is. Howard Moore. Rezovsky. Bo Nielsen. Hey, before we carry on,
sir.
If anybody want to figure it out, get a combo going.
That was for
Flat
Sean.
earther, concaver, stationary earther, electric universer versus another person, set it up and we can make it happen now, top of the show. Please set up the one-on-one. We will start with that and then we will open the panel. I will be happy to do that. Get a little dusty over here. Shout out to hello RT96. Be safe out there at work, brother. What's up? Beard the Devil 1864. The ocean has no bottom on flat Earth. That's what Beard the Devil says. G Hammer.
Yeah, really.
All right.
Really?
Cool. The Mandalorian. I see you. Terry Davis was still live. Maybe he still is. Crazations. Molecular alchemy.
I better tell him that.
Stringer News One. What's up?
Sean Hawkins just say, what does phosphorus nonsense sound like the right hand?
Scrolling down, I'm looking for names that I haven't mentioned, like, I got questions, or do I? What's up? Sean Hawkins, Ranty failed again and embarrassed himself. All right. Number 6, hola papi. What's up? Okay. We're getting down to the end of the list. Secret G. What's up? Did I say hello to Larry? What up?
GPS
SE
versus
Montreal. Whoop! We got it. We got the audio fixed. Hannah Anderson, Michael B. All right, all right, all right. Phil Cayo. He say yodel. Thank you. Rusty P. Allow the browser.
We've got 27 people over
Mike,
here.
we got it figured out.
And Jose's got
all right.
59
Not
over
flat
there.
in the house. We are getting to the bottom of the list. See who else showed up and want to say hi to the chat. Like Mr. Victory just did. Yay. Who else came in new that I haven't mentioned yet? Okay. Giving me the green light. Yep. Visual is good. Sound is good. G Hammer, I see you. Did I say hello to you? I think I did. How about Tar Patrol? Morning. Metal Slugs Master. The Mandoozle Effect. I like that one. Oh, man. All right. We got one more page to scroll down. NANA, good morning. Channel Q.
All the guys that were over on my stream are all disappearing over there now.
Mazhar Zalim. Hello.
Well, yeah.
Ben Delight.
I don't know why they watched it here.
You see, I got it, Ben. I got it. You thought I was going to say Ben Delight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Ben Delight. Racer XYZ. Okay.
I stopped in.
Stallion.
Yeah, go over. Anyone here can go over
Digital
there.
Prison.
Give him a shout.
Piper Rod. Schrodinger's Cat. Glover Mommy.
Better these days.
John Stock with $5 Australian. Boom! Not bad. Boom! There you go. Mate.
It's not worth anything, Jose. Sorry.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate that. That's odd. Well, I think I say hello to everybody. C4, did I shout you out?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. All right, guys.
Like 10 seconds ago.
We are going to talk today. If it's possible, we might be able to figure out who is lying, how many people are lying, why they lie, when did the lie was given to us. Is the earth round? Is the earth flat? Why would they lie? I mean, who would lie? Oh, so many questions about the lie. We haven't hit this corner of the YouTube.
Okay, who lied?
But we would like at least some ideas, no ideas. We would like some evidence of these people that have been lying to us, if they are. How many are there?
I said I can't stay over there. I'm allergic to flirters.
You haven't got any snitch out of this big corporations that have been lying. Somebody have to have something, and I'm not saying an actor one like Matt Boylan, you know, like I used to work for this, and I heard this guy's talking in the table.
You're allergic to burpees?
The earth is flat or whatever, the dome. What? A photo or painting? No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about evidence with credentials and shit like that. You know? So, we shall see. Maybe another day we might talk, or maybe today somebody bring, like Chris Berry say, what if the earth is flat? What will the implications be? What would that mean? What would it change? I don't think that's too hard to grasp. I say anything. Anything will change. That's my point of view. I like to keep it simple and smooth. But a lot of people is interested in this. This is the biggest question. This is the Pandora box. Who would lie? Why would they lie? And where is the evidence of the lie? Well, we are going to open the panel and we're going to figure it out. What will happen? Who will join the show and will like to be heard about the topic? Thank you very much, people that just showed up, like Dora, hello, Alke, hey.
I'm going to bed, everybody. I'll see you
Tony,
later,
I see
okay?
Tony over here
Yeah,
in the
I'm
chat.
finishing up
Yeah,
here
okay,
too,
Professor.
Phil. So I'll catch you later. Thanks for dropping in,
No
mate.
worries. Thanks
Cool,
for a good
cool.
show.
CGI Run
Thank you very
Don't
much.
forget tomorrow night's after, before, pre-show,
Very
before
nice.
show, after show.
The thumbs up, the
Will
like.
be. I'll see you
That
tomorrow
is-
night.
Okie dokie.
See you, mate.
Professor.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys, give me 1 second. I'm not going to be able to let you in the call.
Huh. I got rid of that guy.
Which guy?
Wow. Late night tonight.
There we go. I had the wrong account. Sorry about that.
Hello, people.
Oh, look
Hello,
at
party
that.
people.
Karma selected.
I know that face.
What is going on?
Oh, traitor.
Yeah, I know that face.
I'd like to say
Hang
something
about.
when I get a chance to say.
Yeah, we
Hey,
just seen him.
Hey, the show is fresh. You go ahead, man. This is your moment.
Farmers boys join.
Well, I want to call it out.
Farmer's
say
over there
first,
too.
Um,
Well,
but yeah,
you just sent everybody over there.
Anthony Riley, for crying out loud, he still doesn't understand how forward-looking infrared works. He had this video showing how he punctured 3 holes on this cardboard lid, and he was supposedly letting the moonlight through into a metal sheet that had a black paint on it, and he was claiming that there was 3 holes that were cold, 3 circles that were colder than the rest of the metal sheet. But when he was moving his camera around, you could see that these 3 holes and also the silhouette of the box were moving around on the metal sheet. And obviously, what we were seeing is a
Well, I've rolled
reflection
up me
of
couple of smokes to do
radiation
me
from
for
that
tomorrow.
cardboard lid. And he's claiming that this is
You're
absolute
just going
proof
to be
that the
finishing
moonlight
up.
is cold.
Yeah.
So
Okay, hang on now.
I'll make a
Yeah, I'm
video
just
about that
finishing
to
me
illustrate
coffee
it
off
better.
over in Discord.
But,
And
yeah, I saw that last night, and I'm like,
Yeah,
buddy,
mate.
come on.
I'll be
And
there.
everybody, that would be like cool. Chris Berry and the man of If God you are make a saying, concise video,
don't forget, I've got
explaining,
my
presenting his side, his argument,
details
like this
down
is
there
what
for anyone
happened,
that would like
then
to
you
help
say
my
this
channel
is where you went wrong,
through
and just break it down.
PayPal
Nice and
because
simple.
I'm not
I like
monetized.
it,
So
man.
Yeah, because in my last video, I basically demonstrated how
All good,
using those cameras.
so we'll finish that off. We'll
To
close
prove the
down,
cold
close
moonlight
down Jose.
and using metallic surfaces like aluminum foil.
There we go. Oh, who we got left, John?
Yeah.
Is that you, Pip? Keep
Yeah.
changing your friggin' avatar. Mad, Alan, and Phil. I'll catch you on Discord if you want. Thanks, Peanuts. There we got NA and A came back. Mira, Dora, Point Laugh. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night.
We're the true fans here.
I hope we broke the board
Who
in a
else
bit.
stopped in?
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Okay, I'll see you later. Unless you come over on the Discord in the Peanuts. I don't know who out in the Peanuts are over on Discord. Okay then. I don't need to write all me. Oh yeah, I may as well write all that out. I usually do.
Can't find spot, Miro.
I'm typing at the moment, so I can't. Oh, I can talk while I type, but
I don't know what Miro's looking for.
if I try to talk while I type, I usually spell wrong. I nearly said smell. I nearly said smell wrong.
And if you try to talk while you type, you talk wrong.
There. Okay. Couple of emojis.
Anyone still in the peanut gallery should remember Flurpees is very contagious and dangerous. So stay 6 feet away.
That's 1.8 meters for anyone in real language.
2 meters we do over here.
We were all lined up in coals like sheep today. I had to stand so far apart from each other and had to walk around this maze to line up to walk into the shop, and they're only letting so many people in. And Oh dear.
And there's stripes all up the pavement outside the shops, 2 meters apart.
And you had to stand on a certain spot before you walked, and when you walked into the checkout, you could only. Oh dear.
Oh, you should have seen what the voting was like in Wisconsin, because they insisted on having in-person voting. So there was people 6 feet apart for about a mile.
Oh my God.
There's always something back in the 50s said that the Russians lined up for the bread line.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like, Dylan. You're right, yeah. A loaf of bread or a toilet roll.
History repeats itself.
Yep.
Okay then. There we go. Say goodnight, Peanuts.
Good night,
Peanuts.
Good night, Peanuts.
See you tomorrow.